You are listening to Let's Go, the weekly anime podcast about weekly anime from Dynamite in the Brain and Secret of the Sailor Madness. So come along and hang with the Let's Go gang. It's Dwayne.
Hello.
It's Niall.
Ari.
And it's me, Brian, who is currently worried that there's a Mothra-sized moth in the... And there it is. I can see it. It disappeared. It's back.
No.
I was trying to...
Shooting lasers at you.
Yeah.
You need two tiny twins, and they will sort you the fuck out. That's
yeah,
how that works. I think
it would be useful, or a spider to do its job, or for the net curtains on the window to do their job. That would also be an
spiders in my
option.
place, man. They've been dangling them down from threads into the fucking bed, and I was just like, no thanks, lads. That's for ye.
Yeah.
Fucking up.
They turn into they're cats. They bring you a treat.
I've had them that long that they're cats. Yeah, that would be good.
We're talking anime that aired July the 12th to July the 18th, 2025, starting with YAIBA episode 14, The Rise of the Ninja Kotaro. Kotaro Fuma is a Hawkman ninja, and he's guarding, well, he's not guarding, he's come to steal the same orb that they're going to get, which they're testing like the water one to begin with, and he thinks, it doesn't do anything, rams his sword in the ground in anger and splits the seas.
We were just talking about this. Whoa.
It's kind of like we'll just walk across to the island we're trying to get to, and then sharks are like commuting between the parted Red Sea, and it's kind of like, let's hurry this along. We don't want to dick around in here too much.
Prince of Egypt, I'm looking at you here.
Yeah.
Unlikely inspiration for the same scene.
They find first. Oh yeah, because also the Desco's returned. She's getting far more time than she did in the comic here, which is probably a wise thing because it adds some more fun for other characters to do around her. So they think the orb's in a stone. They smash the stone open and reveal it's just covering a cave. That they're like, oh, the orb must be in that cave. They go in the cave. They find a bunch of Tanuki who've been kidnapped.
It was like a Tanuki shrine, like it's on theme basically. It was a Tanuki shrine of the stone that they split in two, but the Tanukis have been kidnapped in the cave by a ninja.
Mr. Spider and the ninja here. They end up having a big fight in the sky because Kotaro Fuma turns out that he's a Hawkman. This is after he's paralyzed everybody with ninja gas. Well, strictly speaking, YAIBA paralyzed everybody with the ninja gas.
Yes.
He didn't bring ninja gas to the fight. Come on, that's not fair.
No, but he blew it in their direction when
wrapped it around a bit.
Our vulture protected him. Heads to the skies. And where we learn that clouds can hold a surprising amount of weight. They get to the ground. Oh, he falls off. Also, YAIBA could fall from an incredible amount of height and survive. You should not have lived, but once you've stayed perfectly stationary, hidden in a cloud, going hee with a vulture, I think avoiding your death, plummeting from the sky is fine.
He was raised in the jungle. It made him tough. Pretty tall trees there, you know.
And they eventually the problem is Fuma's excellent one-on-one. He could like predict what you're gonna do. So the Tanuki, despite YAIBA constantly telling them to run away, they surround YAIBA. They've got their little leaves on their heads, and when you know it, they all turn into YAIBA. And now the ninja can't do anything because YAIBA's got shadow clones, and he uses the lethal version. Yes, uses the lethal version of the lightning slash, killing Fuma and returning the poor hawk, who I assume had his spirit forced into him, to fly off. And we got this ball now, and everyone's like, "What's he going to do? What's he going to do?" Mr. Spider's like, "What's he going to do?" And they go, "What are you still doing here? Get out of here!"
You.
I think it's the man who says, like, it's like, what, we don't know what it fucking does, but don't fuck around with it. It might turn you into a dragon or something. And was like, oh, I guess it could. I'm turning into a dragon. Oh, that's not what it does specifically. It can do that though, technically.
You can turn
can do
into
lots of stuff.
anything, and then they're like, "Excellent, right? We need to go to Kyushu. YAIBA, turn into a boat for us, will you?"
Okay, like a small boat? No, that's an oil tanker, Yaiba. That's not small at all. Okay, that's okay. A really small boat is like a fucking super yacht. It's just like, no, it's also too big. A raft. You know what a raft is? Yeah. Okay. This is like, it's more humble and modest. This suits us fine.
And we should say these boats have his face, and it's very funny as the raft he's got a very grumpy face as they're forcing him to sail to Kyushu with them all sitting on top of him.
There's some competition for Puniru here. It's like, oh, what's Yaiba gonna turn into next?
Yeah.
That's a real like weirdo one to get like very early on into the quest for these orbs. And you're just going to be abusing that. In fact, if it were me, I'd be abusing that like all the time. That's be the one to go. Lightning one, no way. Let's give me straight away to 15-1.
The dicking around with one, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, cool ninja too.
Yes,
yeah, really good design.
And the other thing of note is that Onimaru blows up Osaka.
Well, because it didn't surrender to him.
Yeah,
that'll teach them. Sorry, everyone in Osaka, you've been exploded.
Damn your stubbornness and
surrendering seems to involve just putting one of his skulls in front of whatever the local government building is.
Does the rebuilding of Osaka ever come up in Detective Conan? I'm not sure they ever mentioned that.
No, I don't think so.
Presumably it's a huge project, so it was bound to come up. Like, but I don't know.
Yeah, that's it for this week. It was a little, the flying fight is a lot of fun. Yeah, it's just the usual top quality animation that you always get from YAIBA.
So it's like very pure strain, like shonen hero action thing. It's just like because it's just down to like this is a fairly like fun way with some fairly rote concepts, but because then it's just like loosened up so much of fun. So we've like done all this kind of thing before. Let's just have same kind of amount of fun with it as well.
And it's I guess fucking constant tanukis everywhere, but these are up there with the cute ones. These are pretty good.
Well, they've always been popular, clearly.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we also get some Bulls jokes, of course, as well.
Yeah.
And Shirley, episode 15, no Bulls jokes here. I'll come to the ends of the earth if necessary. Where Anne, this is what it said on the website, Anne wonders what lies around the bend in her road and attends a wedding at the stone house. Before we get to that wedding, Thomas must die in his second appearance in the show.
Oh man.
Sorry, bud. You had off-screen anime dying disease, so you're bound for death.
So sad though, like Rachel is like photo kind of like kind of nosy kind of like demeanor. Like she's pretty nice. So I'm really feeling for her and the family right now. But that just sets things up, and I saw us coming as well. It's just like, well, Marilla will just like, well, sure, me and Rachel will just like live together, and we keep each other company. It'd be grand. And it's time for you to live up to your family name and face full life consequences.
Yeah, she's giving her the option of like, I know you put off college like to help us out here, but like we'll be okay. We'll manage with each other, that kind of thing. So we've been holding you back long enough. You should probably go to college now if you want to, like not forcing her or anything. And I guess the show's now going to be Marissa and the other one in a wacky dividing the house down with some tape. It's like, you don't come to my just classic.
You see how it is, like Marilla will be like no fun. I gotta keep this place in order, and Richard's like, come on, let's have some fun.
No, it's not going to be that, but it kind of puts Anne in the thing of like, and the other thing is around her, everyone's lives are kind of changing. Everybody's growing up. Everyone's like 17 and a half, and they're getting very mature. Yeah, and getting boyfriends and coming across confessions of love, and also the wedding's kind of a reminder that is like you've shooken up the status quo. Maybe you need to move on with your stuff as well. It's a soft reboot of Anne of Green Gables. and of no longer living at Green Gables. Yeah.
Yeah. Even Davy is just like, yeah, that Paul Irving, like he's pretty alright because like I've been trying to be pretty good as well, so I don't feel like I got to compete with him anymore. So it's very fun. Even Davy has his experience and personal growth.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Still pretty bad though.
Mm.
Yeah. She's kind of made the kind of fun choice. Then it's just like, do I leave my school behind, my wonderful students? Well, I guess Paul Irving was the best one. He's moving away, back to the States with his family. So I guess yeah. But they've all come around. Even like one's cousin who was made trouble for her on the first date. They're all like, oh, Miss Shirley, don't go, Miss Anne.
Again, like she's in the position she was when her favorite teacher was about to leave at one stage as well. It's just like only a couple of years ago. You're not that old, but yeah, she finds herself in the same position her teacher was in. It's just like, oh yeah, I've grown a lot. I'm very mature. I'm not that wacky kid that I was before, despite being. Is it 3 years older than the start of the show? Like 3.5.
No, she was like 10 when she.
Yeah, I
Oh,
think
10.
it's a
You're
bit
right. You're
long
right.
because
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
like the kids when she's leaving, they're acting like it's 3 years that she's been teaching them. I think.
Yeah. You're right. You're right.
Even though they don't seem to have grown in the slightest.
They'll hit their spurt, man. It'll be grand.
Yeah, this is the worst looking episode of this show so far.
It's choppy. It is very like 1, 2, 3 like frames.
Yeah,
for, motion.
There's one bit where they're walking through the woods with Paul, and it's so close to that sequence in Late Night Tensai Bakabon when they're walking with the TV Tokyo guy, and he's telling them to just cut out the in-betweens and eventually just be static animation walking across, because that was 3 characters walking as well, so I assume this is a common occurrence of a place where you cut down the time allotted to just get it out the door as quickly as possible.
Yeah.
But
I still enjoyed it story-wise, but it was rough looking. Yeah.
It get in the sense like, we're going to get to the next book now, so you kind of tie this one up and get onto that one now. That's a whole different state of affairs. Yeah.
Yes, because they'll get to draw Anne in a different character design and a whole bunch of brand new characters. Who are more interesting than these urchins at the school.
These peasants on this godforsaken island.
There's also a wedding.
The wedding goes really well. Yeah, the wedding goes really nicely. It's initially overcast, but then the sun comes out at the right fucking time. It's like, okay, that's actually solid. It's better that way. It'll be good for the photos. Except we don't do that yet. But you know what I mean.
Can't be affording those.
Yeah.
Cost more than this house.
This is on the cusp for me. If I don't have time to watch it, I won't watch it next week because it was
such a pleasant watch, though. Even with the roughness, I still enjoy it.
But I think it may get squeezed out by things I like more. With You in the Rain, episode 2, The Evening Sun, in which Fuji avoids her parents by hanging out with the neighbor's kid and the neighbor's kid's actual dog. But you cannot avoid your dad. Your dad's going to hunt you down and have fun with you. Because essentially her problem is she's avoiding her parents because she doesn't want to make her parents worry, which of course is going to make her parents worry because they can't get in touch with her.
He's just so overbearing. In his affection, it's like, yes. Pretty much.
Yes. But yeah, the dog doesn't like you at all to begin with, but somehow in playing with the dad gets the pair of them to get along by the time he's finished playing with the 2 dogs.
See, the dog is seeing the not dog, the raccoon, and basically going like, "That's vermin. I'm a Shiba. I'm specifically meant to fucking chase shit like that. That's one of the things I would do." And so it's just growling constantly. But like with the dad, I think that's a weirder thing that's injected into the dog park. So I think it's like, this.
Yeah, he keeps on.
That guy's weird. Yeah,
he keeps on accusing you of being a yokai periodically through the episode.
Well, initially he thinks it's adorable, but then he realizes it's capable of human speech and writing, and it's just like, no, that's fucked up, that's wrong, and it's like, it's probably fine. They're like, well, a dog can ride a bicycle in the circus, and an elephant can paint, and it's like, oh, that's true. And he drops his wallet, and the raccoon pats it off and hands it back to him,
Yes.
and it's just like, oh shit, that's a guy, that's a little weird guy, but it is too cute, so he can't
It
really deny the
is,
cute.
and there's definitely like a thing about sort of negotiating the way people see you, because there's that little bit where Key, the neighbor's daughter, introduces herself
Yeah.
to the dad, and the dad, she gives him her full name, and because it ends in like a German surname, the dad gets freaked out. He's like, and then she realizes it's like, just call me Key, where it's like you're having to like
It's
tone
like,
back
wait,
who you are a bit.
which is their first name? Like, what part of that do
Yeah,
I know? Am I able to fucking pronounce? And it's just like, you can just call me that. And it's like, he's like, I love the way you're way more polite than my daughter, who's standing right there in that scene. But and the thing with the little kid as well, constantly telling her is like, you're a nice, you're a sweet person, I think she keeps calling her. And
yes,
he was like, I'm not a sweet person. And it's like, but you clearly are. Like, oh, what, you took the dog in out of the kindness of your heart. It's like, no, because he asked me. It's like, that's it. That's not kindness. That's just like basic courtesy, I think. Right? He asked me. Come on.
yes. And Key's like, oh yeah, if you say it's a dog and the dog says he's a dog, then he's a dog. Um,
Hmm.
and then this, like, the last little bit is the mum coming round. What happens in the back,
The,
that bit?
I like the way the mom comes around, because the dad seems very not like the daughter, but then the mom is like, I see where you kind of
Yes,
get the.
'cause they both give out about the dad a bit, I seem to remember, and she's fine with
Yeah,
the
because
dog.
the mom shows up as like, I said to him, if you're not in, I want to come down another day, but he couldn't fucking wait, so he's at home sleep on the couch now. So I said I'd come down this evening. Yeah, and she's kind of like, that's not a fucking dog, and it's just freaking out. It's like, it looks stupid. Can it do tricks? And she tries the same thing that the little kid does of, shake, high five, that kind of thing, and it's just like, it can't do any of the fucking tricks. It's like, that's a dumb fucking dog. It goes after her sweet wrapper that went into the bin. It's just,
Yes. Oh
yeah,
yes, because she bought a castanella, hasn't she? And she's like,
yeah.
I don't normally like sweet things, but I've suddenly got a taste for it, but I'm going to eat it around yours because I don't want your dad to see that I'm eating it, so he might want
Yeah, because
some.
he's not allowed sweets anymore. That's the other reason she's come over, and she comes across as very cold, much like the daughter. But she specifically came over because all the dad's pictures of the dog were fucking shite. So she wants to see the dog for herself, because the Tanuki's blurry, and I was like, okay, I think it might be a yokai. And then when she tries to take pictures of it later, it's like, no, it's just because it keeps fucking moving right at the last second. Yeah.
Yeah, the thing which struck me this week of why it's vibing with me is the music. It's the rhythm of the music, and more importantly, the rhythm of when the music stops. I
Mm.
suddenly realized, oh, this feels like a Oliver Postgate, Peter Furman shouting how they use music of like
Mm.
da-da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da-da. Yeah, so just this gentle. You make it more gentle by stopping the music periodically and knowing how
Mm.
long to leave it before the music comes back in. Then I realized, yeah. So I guess this is a healing anime of sorts. I would guess if you
Mm.
had
Mm.
to categorize it. I think that is how Wikipedia has. Yes, it has, but it is just sort of a hangout.
Yeah, it's very chill, to the point where I feel like I was nearly putting me to sleep at some point.
Mm.
Because I'm just chill the fuck out watching it. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm enjoying this one. Next week, her friends show up from school.
Mm.
Mm.
I feel like a little bit of that you're getting for it is like, I think I'm getting a bit of that more with City. And
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
if
Yeah.
I have, if I've already got room for one of those, like, on my own slate, then I think City is going to win out there.
Sure. Sure.
And now you can tell me all about My Dress Up Darling episode 14. You can equip boobs.
That's the standard anime thing. That is only introduced at the end of the episode. We're going to be talking about equipping boobs the next episode. Very frustrating.
damn cliffhangers. It's like, Gojo dies. It's like his hair.
Ooh. Dear.
First of all, girl start out, hey, are you going out or what? If I say no, it's nothing like that.
He kind of shuts it down. It's like, no, we're not like that. We're just friends, that kind of thing. So she has to kind of like, I'm gonna drag him out of the situation. He's wildly uncomfortable, and she's more upset. It's like, you don't have to deny it so harshly and quickly. Like, it's just like, you know.
Yeah. It's got stuff spilled all over the bunny suit, so it's just like, okay, I'm gonna have to, like, you know, there's a rental I gotta clean off now. It's like, well, geez, am I just like so awkward like that? It's everyone saying, oh, why is he got like deny it so fervently? And then he steps out, and then he sees like two fellows seem to be accosting our Marin, and he's just like, I'm gonna step in there. I'm gonna hassle my friend who's a girl. So just go in there and say, hey, maybe I'm more your type, buddy.
Yeah, like he kind of
very
like grabs
awkwardly trying to.
He grabs your man's hand, going like, "It's not back off, man. She's my girl." It's like, "Hey, buddy, how about I sell my body to you instead? Would that be acceptable, huh?" And your man's just like, "What the fuck is going on, Marin? What the fuck is going on with this guy?" It's like, "Oh, you know these guys?" It's like, "Yeah, that's my hairdresser. He's giving out to me because I've got like real fucking bad split ends."
I've wrecked like the good hair job he just did, and it's like, oh.
Yeah.
And it's like, yeah, there's no fear out these. Like these are two fellas who, you know, probably know each other like very well, and it's nice to kind of like have that, even like I've alluded to, just in the mannerism that kind of that, you know, not that all hairdressers are necessarily gay or anything. It's just like, you know,
it feels like contextually, it feels like these guys are, because they are giving out to each other like an old couple. Is kind of the thing. But yeah, obviously Marin's kind of like, okay, so he denied very harshly in front of all our friends that he's not going out, but he did try and save me. That's pretty cool. I'm gonna, as we're having a chat, I'm gonna lean in and give him a kiss, but he's wearing the bunny suit again, and he's like, "Are you mad at me?" Because you just went, you made a, you know, no, he's fucking, and she's like,
what was that sound then? It's just like I don't know. I'm not gonna tell you one thing. So you are mad at me then?
Yeah.
I don't get these girls. They're just driving me nuts.
Because you don't have peripheral vision in a bunny suit. That's the misunderstanding. Yeah.
She'll be fine. You know, when she's like, when she like, you know, is off sick from school, things like, oh my god, she hadn't texted me back. It's like, oh, is that how we left things? I gotta go over there and find out. It's just like, no man, she's just wiped out from the flu. So it's like, that's all right. I thought you might be this way. If you live by yourself, I'm gonna make you up like, you know, some chicken and rice pudding, and like, you know, I get that down you, feel a lot better. Make sure you're looked after. It's like, man,
it's again the thing of this really nice kid just mitching off school to because she's like, oh, it's the school day over. It's like, no, I mitched off after, like, it's
very straight laced as well.
Now.
Like, you know, but he's like, oh, I gotta do this like for my friend. It's just like, do this total like boyfriend behavior.
Yeah. So he's taking care of her, and her like kind of having a little mini meltdown where it's like, oh, he's just so nice, and then going like still waiting for another
more please.
spoonful of rice.
That's so good.
So he just gets a bit of food into her, gets a bit of cold medicine.
All the friends come by knocking on the door. It's just like, hey, Marin, you fucking alive in there? It's like, shit. It's like, see, it's like, this is going to fucking reinforce the thing we're trying to, like, you know, we perfectly denied today. If one said, well, yeah, but I mean, it's fine. If one said, no, I don't want to embarrass her. I'm just going to sneak out onto the balcony, like, you know, like we're having an affair, and I'm sneaking out, like, even holding my shoes in the same way. I'm going to stay on the balcony until they leave, until I catch a cold, and then I get off sick.
Yeah,
but then later on, like we once we're both, well, we have to go to the cosplay day at the aquarium.
Yeah, I think this is the same event they went to last season, but this time they actually used the interior bits, and apparently you can go to multiple parts of the shopping district to take pictures.
Well, like you just want to go like, oh, in front of the fish tank, and it's like, yeah, let's go for the whole thing.
Yeah.
Of course, she has to wear, like, you know, the one from, like, you know, Saint fucking McSquirty's Academy for Girls, the hentai game. It's just like, yeah, this is like, you know, let's do it all here.
The fact that shit in the background, the fact that one of the things she had when she was sick was like one of the horrible body pillows, and when he was trying to pick her out some clothes to change into, because, you know, she'd been sweating through it with the thing, she picks out like the orgasm face shirt, like, and he's like,
oh yeah,
not that
God.
one. I'm picking out the regular shirt for you. I'm not I'm not having you change into that while I'm taking care of you while you're sick. But then she meets the photographer they met again last season, and she's like, "Oh, I tried that game." It's like, "Oh, did you try the Spurt Festival or whatever the fuck it was called?" And I was just like, "It's like, yeah, that was really good." And I was like, "Fucking
Really
hell!"
intriguing, yeah. It's a real like character growth in there. But the way she had all like the menu for their cafe written on the inside of her thigh, so you could flash that to like the player and everyone order food in the cafe. It's like, yeah, there's a lot of growth in the character.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
but Vast, a cosplayer in distress. She looks so cute just from that one thing, like like from that game you're managing an idol and you got like raise up to the career and get into bigger contests. Also, you can date the idols, so you can go out with them. However, you gotta keep it on the down low, because if the public finds out and the media finds out, like it's total game over. Like you gotta start
you
off
have to
from the beginning.
break up. You get fired, so you have to start the game again. Yeah.
The guy like I brought today was all the kind of visual novel screens and then like fun thing, but don't get found out. But then it's like no, it's like scandals and rips.
Yeah.
Geez, a very unforgiving gameplay there. But
The cosplayer's having a costume malfunction of I think some of the pins have come out of the dress or something like that. Like some stitching or something has come loose.
But it's kind of like a hoop skirt that's kind of become detached. It's just like,
Yes,
it's a mouthful and saying that's okay. Like like, hey, I'm a cosplayer too. This is my tailor. Like, he does all my stuff. It's like, hey, yeah, I got my home sewing kit right here. Like, like we invited to the cafe and saying, oh, but I can't go until this fixed. Let me fix what's set up there. Oh, I suppose you better give that to me because I'll just get changed in the ladies' room and it's like pass it out to me once saying, no, we can go to the men's room. It's like, geez, you're really good. Whoa, I didn't know.
So it's the idea that and it's a lot of like, and he was Gojo was kind of fascinated. It's like, why the fuck have you got glue in your fucking bag? It's like, what's the glue for? And it's like, oh no, like it must be something else. It must be like a glue-like container. And cosplayer guys are like, oh no, that's glue. I use it for like gluing the bits of the wig to my face to change my bone structure and that kind of thing.
Get the angle right,
Yeah.
It's just like it seems like he's being kind of weird because of fun saying a man, ladies clothes it up. But he's just like he's just going like glue the wig to your face. That's fascinating. He's just like getting more like very kind of weird and intense about like the craft aspect of it.
Yeah, it's less as like a man dressed as a woman. It's more so, how do you you're doing a great. How are you doing it? Like I need your tips and tricks kind of thing. So when they're
photos,
going through
yeah, it's like geez, these are all like total adorable photos. What the fuck is this, dude? How did you get like
how did you get this amazing rack in this
bosom and this character here? That's wild. It's like that's like special effects. So you put a filter on that one, saying, oh no, you just put those on. Again, you've never seen dragons before. Okay.
Yeah.
Let me step into my office. I'm going to show you like something going to blow your little minds. We won't find out.
Next episode, we're going to find out how to equip boobs. Like that's the crux of it, anyway. Yeah. It's still really good, man. There's a lot of good character moments and jokes, and it still looks good.
This is the other half of it that kind of came back. It's just like, oh yeah, it's like these are like gross teenagers. It's like there's openly discussed like all this filthy shit. It's just like it's like, hey, that's good for them. It's nice to see like they being open about that, particularly in a Japanese cartoon.
Yeah.
It's just like, I suppose it depends on how much is your comfort level of and saying, God, did you gotta like call the game called that? Like what the squirt festival? Jesus Christ!
it's not something I'm into, but I appreciate the ability to be able to kill the cringe in yourself. I think that's a very important thing to do, and these kids are doing it wholeheartedly. So I do appreciate them just enjoying the things they enjoy, like the old guy working in the material shop at the last day. It's like, well, I guess it's a different time.
Boys can wear money suits. Time to be alive.
Then we've got the summer Hikaru died, episode 2, Suspicion, in which we learned that this is a funny show. I was not expecting it to be this funny a show, but the bit with them going into the woods of your what's your fella's name? It is
the dude with the
Makiuta, yeah, because he's afraid to go between this point and this point through the woods, and he wants the other people to accompany him.
The place he usually goes closed off for road work, so he takes this shortcut through the woods. But he felt frozen and he couldn't look up, and he felt like someone was watching him. So you guys gotta walk me home because I'm a scout. So he invites the girls over, and it's just like, are you just inviting the girls over? No, he invites your man over, and then he's like, hey, you boy who's a monster, Hikaru, you come too. And Hikaru's like, yeah, cool, I'm up for that. I love this shit.
But
I
Hikaru hates scary things.
He's like, yeah, I'm over it now. It's cool. Yeah.
But yeah, the bit when they're going into the woods just before when it's like close up on him and you got the wild background going behind him as he's panicking, and then the pull out of you've now got the scenery, but the little square of wild background of his panic is still there behind him.
It's exclusively for him. Yeah.
Yeah, and then that moment where they stride out, it's the JoJo stride.
But it'll just stride in and out and say, the one's about after all, aren't you? Guess it's not haunted out. How's a bit of that now?
Yeah,
I'll see you tomorrow, everybody.
Yeah.
Yes.
So they have to go back through the woods,
yes,
which is now spooky.
It's now
that's
spooky
the problem.
going back through the woods. Yes, there are other things in the woods than just Hikaru. And you shouldn't look at them.
Yeah, there's the second instance of the long-necked woman this week. Again, what's some repeated stuff happening? But this one's like, this is a nasty one because initially it looks like a zigzag in the woods, but it's like her solid neck just like moving at weird fucking angles, and I was like, horrible looking thing. But don't worry, his best friend ate it, and he's like, don't worry about it, I ate it while you were knocked out. It's all cool. Actually, I think your man
absorbed it.
He runs into Hikaru like full tilt to the point where like he senses nose.
It was on his back. He says it was on your back, and I got it off your back.
Yeah.
Yes, because he says he's like, because that's what leads them to sticking his arm inside his giant chest vagina in the second half of the episode.
See, that's the thing. Like when the other thing is like, my Dress Up Darling is absolutely horny for sure. This is like on the lewd fucking end, because one of the characters is like, oh, it feels fucking kind of dirty what we're doing now. It's like,
it's a show about two young boys like putting their hands inside each other. You know?
Yeah, they're exploring each other's bodies, like putting yourself elbow into the fucking guy.
Into the fucking like digestive void space inside him that feels like not just chicken, it feels like marinated chicken. So it's got, I guess, like a gritty, spicy consistency to it.
So they're doing this later in the gym storage locker or whatever the hell, which is, and it's just like, and he's unbuttoning his shirt. It's like, oh my god, this feels kind of thing. It's like, no, you wanted to check it out. Like, go on, stick your hand in there. It's like, have a look.
And never seen a thing. Like that.
The shots they use in this and later on of like photographs of marinated chicken meat, it was just like, oh, that made it so much nastier.
Just in case you couldn't imagine marinated chicken. Yes, it's nastier, but also funnier doing it that way than just it is. It
makes it real and understandable.
Yes,
it's like, it's a thing a lot of people would have, if not marinated chicken, they might have dealt with like cooking at some point. So you know what the kind of the wet splotch of it is as they drop it onto the camera from like on a glass plate filming it. It's like, so that's what the inside of this boy feels like. The anime says to you, and it's like, gross. Why did you have to put it like that?
Yeah,
because it's funny. Yeah.
Yeah. Then later he gets warned by the same local mum that there's if you hang out with Hikaru too much, you're going to become mixed.
There's a combination. What Hikaru says in the woods after eating the long neck lady. It's kind of like, I guess I won't have to not absorb him or something like that. I guess I won't have to take
yes, because
I think it's the thing he says.
It's like his instinct is, oh no, he knows I've got these things, I need to get rid of him, and then he remembers, oh no, I don't need to do that. So
he's cool.
It feels like a little bit like do you remember like it was like it was a cute video like the big like the golden retriever was like taking care of the small like animal, is like really protective of it, and saying like, oh, isn't it adorable how he's made his little friend? It's like he's holding on to that small animal because he intends to eat it later. That's what the dog is doing.
Yes. Well, I don't think Hikaru is doing that. I think he is becoming more human because he's got the ability now to go against his instinct.
Yeah,
Yeah, but his
I think that
instinct
is
is
it.
still
The instinct is
there.
there for
Yes.
sure.
It's like it's
Because
taken
initially it was
over.
like, oh, gotta kill him. Where's it? No. He's cool. I just remembered I don't have to kill him because he saw what I can fucking do and that kind of shit. And that kind of vibes with the random housewife. I love the way your man's accosted initially by some busybody at the checkout. The woman who keeps showing her nasty mouth.
It keeps zooming in on that, yeah. But it's just
So
an uncomfortable
between
fucking
the
reaction. Yeah, he always doesn't fit in this town. He's the town, but like and she already knows all this business. But it's just like I'm just
Yeah.
gonna like just talk at you.
Oh, they say your mom's drinking a lot. She shan't be doing that. And your sister, she should go to school. She said she's sick, but like it's like she knows all the business, and it keeps zooming in on her mouth. And then every other shot is from like inside the bag, or her picking up an item and scanning it under the checkout, or from the CCTV. All the shots are uncomfortable and not from a regular perspective. It's really nicely done, and it contrasts really well with the housewife going at him in the car park, going like, "Hey, there's some fucking yokai shit after you," and it's framed perfectly normally in contrast to that prior scene. He's uncomfortable with this woman being up in his business, but this woman going like, "Yeah, there's a monster after you," and he's like, "Yeah, I know."
Well, she's not quite saying that. She's just like saying
But
if you
she's implying something
yeah, it's
threatening
not
more so than that
necessarily
other woman. Yeah,
it's not necessarily that it's after you, but it's like it's that if you carrying on with your
yeah,
your cosmic entity who you're hanging out with, then something is going to change within you. It's not like
yeah.
that it's going to eat you, but you're going to change. Um,
Like she's not even saying it's something bad, because she's like, I got a little bit of psychicness. I know there's like a weird fucking badness on that mountain over there, but that was gone like 3 weeks ago. So like her thing of just going like, see, that means it's off the mountain, which means it's probably here. So like it's not a threat, it's like a warning, because she's like, hey, give me your contact info and you can give me a buzz if you feel like talking about it at any stage,
yes,
because she's being nice. She's not threatening him. She's just going like,
yes,
there's some bad shit going down. I'm here to help if you need help.
yes, because it specifically says you'll become mixed. You might be.
Yeah.
It's not
Yeah.
that you'll be eaten. It's not that you'll be killed. It's you'll be whatever this mixed
Yeah.
means. And the other part of the plot is them investigating the murder of the old lady, and they have recovered Hikaru's dad's bum bag, which has a shrunken head inside it.
Which is good, because this is a real good juju on this shrunken head. It keeps
Yes.
bad shit away. It probably didn't chase the guy off the mountain. Like it's not that fucking good. Oh, and the official thing we get from the kids at the school at the start is also that, yeah, oh, that old lady killed herself by shoving her own fist into her mouth. So it's like,
Oh yeah, I
sure
believe
she
that.
did.
It happens.
If I get really hungry, I know.
Not for fists.
Look a
But yeah.
sandwich, Poindexter.
But yeah, our kind of goes like, it's this little shrunken head guy, and him investigating the thing, what the old lady's house, while it's like, hey, you mind my hamster. Like the guy just holding the hamster box. Again, it's this freaky weird scene, but it's normalized by a dude holding a hamster and just being uncomfortable with the entire situation.
He's also absolutely filthy.
Yeah.
Really knows that they're like he's straightening his fucking like his shirt and that, but it's just, dude, like you've been wearing that shirt like for what, months now? This dude probably smells really bad.
Maybe this thing keeps the ghosts away. You don't know.
Maybe yeah. This is what you have to do when you're like a spook hunter.
Yeah, this is easily the best thing airing at the moment for my money.
The most complaints I've seen of it is people who know like the manga. Apparently, it's like a real slow burn before, like that. This show kind of opens with is like, so you're not Hikaru, right? And apparently in the comic, it's a real slow burn until he figures this out and then says that. And I'm just like, okay, I get why they jumped to it in the show. You got more limited time to work with, and I actually like it as a jumping off point. But
I'd rather yeah, go on.
if it's missing that slow burn, then that will be something you'd be missing in this.
Yeah.
If that's the thing you like from the original.
Yeah, I don't know if that is the case or not. Maybe just the first chapter is very long, because I think this is moving at a normal pace. This is only going to be like the first 5 volumes at the pace it's going. So
yeah.
Whatever they brought up or didn't, I don't think it harmed. we do like a build up with that. It's just to kind of create this dread. But I think that this dread, even though we'll say this is revealed from the jump, but it's just like no, that dread is still there, and it's reinforced by the visuals because it just feels so like it's summer and it's hot and it's oppressive, and even going to the shop is just like it's this.
Yeah.
It's like he feels like this like smothered by this town and everybody and everything in it. He's trying to be normal, but I fucking can't.
Yeah.
I want to go out with the monster.
I was struggling to remember what the Philip K. Dick short story that this reminds me of. I did figure it out at the weekend, which is Human Is. And in that one, it is the body of this woman's husband returns to Earth, and it's being possessed by an ancient. So I think it's the only remaining survivor of the planet that he visited is possessing his body. And the thing in that one is that this is a big improvement because he was an arsehole, and this ancient alien who's living in his body is a much nicer husband than the original one was. Whereas this is, well, this isn't my guy, my friend, but and it's not like a massive improvement, but it's kind of like, whatever. Just gonna live with the current situation and the facts. It's like a nonplussed approach that he's taken to this replacement.
I'm glad that he's not dead. You know, it's better than him being dead. The alternative is dead.
And there's definitely the hints of like, is this actually a little better? Because he said he likes me. Like that's the thing. The other guy
he's
never.
He's a lot more open.
Exactly.
And he's not keeping as much in as the human Hikaru might. So again, it's just like I'm going to engage with this no matter how kind of uncomfortable and my freaked out it makes me, because maybe I will actually get to the bottom. Like did he like me like that in that way?
Yeah.
He's still like holding on to fun, like, you know, if all his memories are somewhere in there, then maybe I can get that out, and maybe, like, you know, who knows what might happen. Could I kind of live with it then?
Yeah.
Anything is better than being in podunk town. It's like this town that I just feel walled in by.
Then we got Witch Watch episode 15, Summer Demon, which apparently I did watch the end of. I think I just skipped to the funny bits.
Okay.
So there's a water warlock, and we meet a vampire and his dad is hilariously old because he's been drained.
There's a photo of me 10 years ago. It's like, whoa, shit.
And then the mum comes in and they're like, wow, she's even younger than she should look.
I guess he's a mammy's boy after all.
Anything else to add for this episode?
That's pretty much it. It's like, you know, we're just getting like Miharu on side, and like, you know, through him, because he's a vampire, we can then, like, you know, we don't gotta kill the walls to come after us. We can just, like, you know, we can seal their fists by having Miharu just suck all the magic out of them.
Yeah, and adding another one to the not quite a harem situation, but we got a werewolf, a vampire.
Yeah, we just need like a gill man. Just sitting pretty. A mummy, can we get a mummy in there?
Ooh, I don't think they've done a mummy. Yeah.
Yeah, because you go the other way with Miharu, because he's a vampire. You get a Frankenstein, and you get the Dr. Jekyll, Hyde kind of thing going on.
The Dr. Jekyll's in the opening credits, so, and he's like, but with no Momo, so I think probably the Dr. Jekyll will be like close to the end thing. In this set of stuff. I was just looking at what I had in Kaibutsu-kun, which was, so Kaibutsu's he can metamorph. Then he had a Count Dracula, a Wolfman, and a Frankenstein as his two guys. As his three hangout guys. But there was Fishman.
Well, I guess the shit Nico does half the time is technically morphing bodies in various different ways. So you're good there.
And which Journey to the West characters are they?
Yeah, I think they've done like two chapters. There's the one when like the tribute one to Fujiko Fujio when he died, but I presume because of the delay between writing it and it publishing, there was like a very big gap between them. I think there's like a second one they've done later down the line. So I can't remember where they come though, whether there'll be the Kaibutsu-kun story in this or not. But also I suspect they're skipping a bunch of stories just to
to fill out the cast and everything.
Yeah, because it definitely feels like they're filling out the cast as quickly as they can here.
I think that's probably sensible because, like you say, introducing more weirdos keeps attention. Yeah.
Yep. Let's get him in there, and there's like, Jesus, I got audition. It's like, oh, I've got a little precocious, little golden-haired, little rapscallion who says the absolute filthiest, like, you know, does offensive stuff without any filter, whatever comes to his mind. Hey,
Teenager,
I'm just being honest. Just being honest, all right? Just call how I see him, all right? Aren't I cute though? Yeah, I guess you were.
That can only go so far when you're 14 years old.
Yeah, but he's a vampire, so he's gonna look like that for a while. So that's the other thing.
Yeah, he's very like, I guess, like your Pole Clan style. Oh, this is so gorgeous and radiant. He's a vampire.
Yeah.
Then we've got Puniru as a Kawaii slime, episode 14, going on a journey with... Journey? No, that's not how you say it. Going on a journey with my childhood friend, Slime, in another world. And Valentine's too. Kotaro is hit by a truck and travels to another world. A toy truck falls off a shelf and hits him on the head.
I initially forgot what the premise was, and I thought the truck was going to fall off the shelf, hit him in the head, and that was going to come alive as well. Like, he just has the ability to give toys of his life, but it's like, no, he's been, like you say, isekai being hit by a truck.
And
a toy truck still counts.
Yeah. Parody after parody after parody after parody after parody. He levels up by beating up a slime. And the Goblin Slayer parody is very funny and on the nose, where they see Carrara lying on the ground surrounded by goblins, and Kotaro thinks the worst. But no,
babies.
Her ankles had become weak because how cute these goblin babies were.
All these adorable goblin babies are. Yeah.
Yes.
And you say your mother's missing? Holy shit, is that a baby slime? Give me that. So she has joined the party. Yeah.
Yes, but both Kotaro and Puniru are dead at this point, so we get the Dragon Quest coffin parody of her working along with their 2 coffins behind them.
And as soon as we cut to the next town, they're alive again because she's obviously taken them to the church.
Yes.
Yeah.
They go to the town so they can find out where the Demon King's castle is, but
we're not getting any information on this NPC bartender because it's the robot and it can only say 5 standard stock phrases like "this is a bar." Is one of them.
They find a bard who refuses to blow into his own recorder, and the song he sings turns out to be the Monsura theme tune because it's Nampa. And so they meet a wizard who magics them away to the demon's castle by summoning her limo, and they all climb in the limo and drive there.
The way it busts out of the background bushes, but they kind of rustled, and then a whole fucking limo burst out. I was like, that's a pretty good joke. Yeah.
They get to the castle. There's a few gags in the castle, particularly like Puniru absorbs some Dragon Quest slimes and becomes a King Puniru slime. But it turns out
him being disappointed when he gets to the Demon Lord's doors because like we didn't actually fight anything this whole fucking. The only thing he fought was cutting Puniru in 2 at the start of the fucking isekai.
One level. That's fine. Because Cutie-chan has not been kidnapped by the Demon King. The Cutie-chan was merely visiting the Demon King to get her rent because she was renting out the castle to the Demon King and he's not paying up. Seeing Cutie-chan dressed as a princess really drives home the Hello Kitty aspect of Cutie-chan as opposed to the Mickey Mouse aspect.
I mean, like the fact that your one has a summoning staff that has the what do they call it in Kingdom Hearts? The Trinity mark on her fucking thing. It's just like
Holy Trinity, the Triforce you might call it.
Yeah, the Triforce of Mickey Mouse's head. Yeah.
For how would you defeat the Demon King? Kotaro marries Cutie-chan, but then realizes, oh no, if I'm here in the castle, where's Puniru? I can't play with Puniru anymore. She's back in the village. But it's fine because it was all a dream, and in fact he's lying fast asleep on his bedroom floor where
in a pool of Puniru.
Because Puniru is reading his comics.
He got out of the isekai by slipping on a banana peel by not selecting the right action choice, and falls into a pile of slime, gets absorbed into it. Yeah, basically. And then he's lying on the floor under a pile of slime, which is Puniru, who is also reading manga. The problem which got him in this in the first place, where she's reading books.
I'll give you a drink. Cream soda, please.
Yeah.
And then he's back to normal of being really annoyed at Puniru rather than missing her.
Yeah.
As always happens every time he misses her, she does something to very quickly annoy him again. Then in the second part, well, I guess it's the third part really, because the fantasy bit took up like 2/3 of the episode. It's Valentine's Day, and Puniru concludes that gender is a headache that a cute toy does not want to deal with, especially if it means no
Gender's a
chocolate.
construct, man. I'm a genderless slam. I can be whoever I want to be.
So, like, she thinks Valentine's initially is a day that everyone gives Puniru chocolate, and they're like, no, Valentine's is the day that the girls give the chocolates to the boys. It's and even the other kid showing up is like, it's all manufactured by the candy companies anyway. And I was like, that's right, because I haven't gotten any, and I think it's all a big fucking sham, essentially.
I got some though. It's like, what the fuck have you got some? We were just talking about how you just like feature this like tableaus, blank slates. Why do blank slates get fucking?
Because they have lives outside of this. They have interactions with other people. They get thank you chocolates for helping out at the school fair, that kind of thing. Whereas Kotaro is self-centered.
Puniru though is just like, I guess I'll take her chocolate if she has to go into trouble if I get me by saying, nope, boy Puniru, I'm cashing in. Where's my chocolate?
Yeah, her agreeing to rely on the human rules of outside gender presentation. It means I'm going to flip fucking genders. Now everyone has to give me fucking chocolate. That's the rules. And it's like, you don't go to the
law
school.
in this country.
Nobody knows you. They're not going to give you chocolate.
Yeah, the cool girls have to explain it while they give each other chocolates, which further confuses Puniru. Anyway, no chocolate for Kotaro because he's instead press gagged into selling overpriced Rudy Rude chocolates that nobody wants to buy, and so they have to eat them. So Kotaro is like, "Oh, me and you, Puniru, we're no chocolate friends together." He could have some chocolates if he just turned around. Everybody else is eating all the chocolate that didn't sell behind.
So it doesn't spoil. Yeah.
No, but it has to be given to me by a girl. Some description. It's like, well, technically, like the rich girl, you bought all this like for everybody,
It's not about getting chocolate or eating chocolate. It's about that he's unwanted and unloved. That's the important thing that we've learned.
Yes.
See, Valentine's should be about people recognizing my problems. That's the real spirit of the holiday.
Yeah, and that's why you don't fucking get any chocolate. Is what I mean.
Yeah, this was a good segment as well, particularly like the stuff with because it came up like a couple of times before with the gender thing with Puniru, and it'll come up again. I think I've seen this like a panel from a later strip where she's arguing that she doesn't want to be found cute as a boy or a girl. She wants to be found cute as a toy. That's what she is. And people need to understand this.
To be called cute.
Yes. Yeah, I think she just chooses. I don't know if she said it in the first time she turned to a boy about she chooses the girl thing look normally because that's people tend to find girls cuter than boys, and that's why she chooses it.
She can find more cute stuff.
Yes,
as a girl, it's like you get mermaids, you got idols, you got all that kind of jazz. So those some cute outfits, I want to wear them.
Yes.
A lot of the pastels lean towards feminine things. Yeah, that's standard.
Yeah, but at heart, she is a slime. One Piece episode 1136, Kuma's Life, the final part of the Kuma flashback, guaranteed to make you cry.
The most devastating, this like multi-stage fucking rocket of a tragic One Piece crashing. That's saying something. Like, no, this is definitely like new champion until.
Until the next one,
until maybe one of the main villains of One Piece or something has the worst one of all, and that's why they're such a bastard or something.
That's, I mean, the one which is currently ongoing is pretty tragic, but it's kind of front-loaded tragedy rather than the tragedy really kicking in at the end of the story as it does with Kuma's.
Yeah. Like, I mean, Akuma's like starts bad and gets kind of worse as it goes on. Is the other thing. It gets more different, and it's different levels of tragedy. But I'll say I did finally watch Superman, and it did make me tear up. So good job. And then I watched the first few episodes of this flashback thing, and I was like, yeah, I know this. I read from the comics. I don't need to watch it. So then I just jumped into this one, and I was fucking balling, man.
Yes, because
It was just,
it runs back through all that again multiple times
yeah.
just to make sure.
Oh,
But makes it
the
all
twist
look
in
like
the
an old
knife.
home
Yeah.
movie. So when you see all the happy times, it's
Yes.
just like, yeah, it's like, remember it was just us two, like, and Bonnie living in that rundown church. We were poor. We were happy, though.
Yeah.
And the
Yeah.
fucking government just comes in, ruins our lives at every stage.
Yeah,
At
it's the
multiple stages of
repetition.
Kuma's life, it's the thing of he had a good life and it was taken away from him, and he fought back for another good life, a genuinely good and happy life, and it was torn away from him. And he got another good life, and it was pretty good, and it was torn away. It's just like fucking hell, man. It's really hard.
It was just like, well, even though it's like, gets torn away, but it's just like, to hang on to the very modicum of goodness that I have, like, experienced in this world. That's the
Yeah.
very smallest, like, little bit I brought in. I have to sacrifice everything.
Yeah.
And even at the end, it's a very fucking no stubble thing. It's like, Kuma, like, no, you're not gonna remember who you are. We're always gonna know about you. It's like he's ready to do it. He's ready to throw that switch, just like, get rid of all the memories, and then we'll fulfill this deal, and then Bonnie will be okay. But even then, like, he's just in his mind, still rushing desperately to just hang on to me. It's just like 1 second more, and it's just like, it's just so much.
Yeah, and then you've
The
got
metaphor of him running in various stages of his life from right to left, like trying to stay ahead of tragedy nearly. And I also like the visual metaphor of him reaching for a hand of someone he loved and that thing dissolving, and then the when it becomes like Bonnie's hand, it's his hand that's dissolving because he's literally disappearing as a person. His personality's been overwritten. We're taking away all your free will, Kuma. Are you sure about this? Like, when we leave a little bit of free will in there, it's like, no. The world government has made its choice, and we need to abide by it. Otherwise, and that way we can save Bonnie. So that's as long as she's okay, I don't mind ceasing to exist. That's fine.
All that's going on, and it's like you think, okay, like, that's it now. Fucking, I'm completely tapped. It's like, there's no more this can do to me right now. Jesus, I'm gonna do it right now. But he says, like, hey, like, fucking Vegapunk, when you see Bonnie, tell her, from me, happy birthday. And it's just, it's too much. And that just sets you off, dude. It's just like, it just fucking combos you, like, all the way through. And it's just like, boom, boom, boom. It's just,
Yeah, and it's made worse because you also have Vegapunk reacting to this, and he is a character who is mostly face, and
Vegapunk is like, I picked the background because it was like I shouldn't feel so tragic in this fucking ridiculous setup with fucking such stupid looking characters, because Vegapunk looks like the silliest cartoon pastiche of Albert Einstein ever. But it's the idea that he's fucking weeping. I'm like, and I'm openly weeping. And it's like, yeah, I'm right there with you, ridiculous looking cartoon character. I am also feeling
we
that
all look
emotion.
ridiculous. We're all crying.
yeah, and it's very good with the repetition. Really drives home. It's not just stuff relating to Kuma, but stuff for grander themes of the series.
That's the other thing as well. Like, one of the things he hangs on to besides the memories is in the, like, and that was throughout the flashback as well. Like, in Luffy, he says like, you're the basically like his savior, his god. Like, you're the thing that I wanted to see in the world, and you're kind of like fulfilling that thing. So I'm going to support you, often from the sidelines, sneakily. Like, I look like the enemy, but no, I'm not. But he's like, you're gonna fucking do better. And that's the thing. He's with Bonnie as well. It's like, as long as Straw Hat's gonna be okay, like, put in the last program order in me to mind their ship till they get back. And as long as Bonnie's okay, as long as the Straw Hats are okay, it'll be fine. I don't need to be around to see the world be a better place. Like, with the next generation, like, that's the thing he's trying to support.
Just really repeating the things in all these flashbacks too. It's just like it just keeps happening. It's just the fucking world government cannot leave anything fucking alone. They will not leave anything. They will not let anything just like slip through or do that. And it's just, and just Kuma is just like, no, I'm not the. I got to, like, I'm tough enough to take it because I'm like, from the people who just like, are extraordinarily tough and can handle this thing. So
Yeah.
I take all the blow for somebody else. No, I'm not going to be the hero. And it's just like, Kuma, you can be the hero. It's just you're kind of giving yourself up, like, to be the fucking martyr for this thing. But that's got the kind of tragedy of him. Like, he's waiting for the hero for the hero to turn up, and it's just like, no, you could have been the hero all along. It's just the bastards fun threatened your family, basically. It's like, so that's what puts you into that bind.
Like in Skypia, where there's that whole flashback, really fucking great and very relevant flashback to ancient past and that kind of stuff. And it starts with Luffy about to fucking punch Anil in the face, and it ends with him punching in the face at the end of the flashback. And this one, it starts with Bonnie sticking her hands in all of Kuma's fucking memories and pain, and it ends with her just broken down on the fucking ground. It's kind of like, fucking hell, like that's everything you went through. It's like, that's really good. That like it's not cathartic, but she can see that, like, because she was always like, oh, Dad didn't send me letters, that kind of thing. It's like, no, he always fucking loved you. He did everything for you. Like, he sacrificed everything of himself for you. And it was just like, Jesus, that's tough, man. That's rough.
And just the whole after on it's just like, it still wasn't enough for the bastards.
Yeah.
So it wasn't enough for the bastards.
Yeah.
Anyway, next time it is, I'm sorry, Dad, Bonnie's tears and Kuma's fist.
See,
fuck him up.
See, that's the thing. On that fucking thing of him running, he hasn't fucking stopped running yet, baby. He's still coming. So that should be satisfying, at least. Yeah.
Yeah. Did I see the episode where when he stops by Hikaru and he's like, Hikaru's like, well, okay, not going to do anything else about this now. Just going to let Kuma go wherever he's going. Not my problem.
Very giant robo,
It is very
between the
giant
mad
robo.
scientists and then the old film reels as well. It's just like,
yeah,
really,
that
leaning
16
on
millimeter effect was exactly the thing to go with, I think.
The editing and the repetition of metaphor and visuals and stuff. But the other thing, the string instruments, man, they're so good. I will say the music is fantastically, but
yeah, the music is one of its big strengths. Yeah, I might check in again next week because I did, after this, I did go and reread a vast chunk of this arc, which is cemented as like, okay, this is the best arc. I may change my mind based on what's currently happening in Elbath.
I think there's no bad choice for an arc in
no,
the thing. As we've seen, Long Island arc was actually very important to the lore.
Because each like bit recently has just been like, it's been kind of going up in an order of magnitude.
Yes. Yeah, it's all gas, no brakes from here on out, really. But yeah, I do hope they can approximate something of that giant robo startup noise for something which will probably show up in a few months' time in the cartoon. Just go break it and nick the sound effect. Then we got Gachiakuta episode 2, The Inhabited, in which Rudo fights the trash monsters. Then he meets another guy who he annoys so much because he won't stay quiet when this guy is doing nice simple mimes of shut your mouth, keep your mouth shut, which causes the guy to shout even louder at Rudo, and then he has to go and fight the trash monsters with his umbrella.
I did like the thing. It was like zip. It's like, shut the fuck up. No, what's happening? What are those monsters over there? It's like, shut the fuck up, kid. Those monsters respond to sound. Okay, here they come. Thank you for that.
Yeah, it's like, look what you've done. Is he's shouting even louder than what Rudo was doing.
They've already seen you at this stage. Like, I might as well just give out to you at this stage. All right, I'm going to take my fucking umbrella and fuck this shit up right now. Which he does, promptly.
Yeah. We know this guy's called Engine, and he gives Rudo a gas mask. So he can breathe the air a little easier in this part of the ground. Ground is what they call it. Ground is here.
The ground,
sphere
where the trash is. Yeah.
Then he tries to awaken Rudo's powers by letting some kidnappers kidnap him.
It's very funny where it's just like, oh, so this guy is really helpful and nice. It's like, no, he's put you in chains and he's gonna he drags him to a gas station, and he's like, "Oh my God, kid, are you okay? Are you one of those guys from like the Sphere?" Yeah, I'm from the Sphere. It's like, oh, they'll pay a pretty penny for you. Generally, they come to us in bits. So a live one, wow, we can make a lot of money for that. Here, we got to keep you good and strong. Eat these rotten human fingers that I have a pile of for some fucking reason, like just shoving them into the kid's mouth. And I was like, ugh.
Yeah.
As they've tucked him into the back of a van, obviously, as well. Yeah.
Yeah, because they hate the people from the Spheres for chucking all their garbage onto the ground. So yeah, Rudo thinks that he's lived in this slum on the Sphere all his life, not knowing that
There are worse things.
there are worse places to be, and he's now there. But rather than eat these rotten fingers, he eats the guy's fingers.
Yeah, like it just strips like your man's shoving his fingers in his mouth to shove the rotten fucking meat in his thing, and he just strips the flesh off them, and he's just there crunching, chewing. He's like, "Yeah, I'll fucking eat this pile of filth, and I'm fucking coming for you now." And they're like, "Oh fuck, we fucked up. Get him, get this kid."
Yeah, and that causes his powers to activate in his gloves, and he seems to have the ability to turn anything he picks up into a weapon.
Which is unique because they're like, okay, he weaponized a chain. Get the chain away from him. And once you take away their object, they're useless. And then he picks up a tire, and the tire becomes all spiky. They're like, oh fuck, he can pick up anything and turn it into a weapon. Your man's just watching from binoculars on a hill, going like, woohoo, that's a good one. I'm gonna recruit him as soon as he's done murderizing them guys.
Yes. Do you want to join the cleaners? And we learn that people with these powers are givers, and Engine's part of the cleaners. And I was like, why is this reminding me of Decadence? And then I looked up who's in the cast, and it's Katsuyuki Konishi playing Engine, who was Katsuragi in Decadence. And I was like, that's why I was getting the Decadence vibe, because it's the same voice as the mentor character.
Again, he had the same kind of stupidity as well, where he eventually like pulls off the mask to talk to him, and he's like, "Oh God, I forgot it stinks." Like he puts the gas mask back on. But yeah, he's as equally stupid in his own way.
Yeah, this is absolutely basic stuff, but it's very well. It's like YAIBA. It's very well done.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not subtle with the metaphors and shit, but it's all very well executed, very nicely done. And even the thing I was like, oh, his power is he can use any object as a power, and it's just like, yeah, but then they're gonna have to do that creatively, aren't they? It's like, yes, they are, and that's the. It's not a cheap power; it's an interesting power, or visually interesting.
That's like it's got a lot of like potential and prospects in it. I would hope it doesn't then turn into a thing of one saying, oh yeah, but like to do like to really get a handle on his powers, you gotta do it the right way, which means turning it into the same cool looking weapon every time. Because you gotta have a character design for you.
From what I understand, that is not the case.
Okay,
cool.
Because I kind of hate when that is just like like early on when it's like learning about these powers are really interesting and cool. Then it's upon saying, yeah, but then it's like it turns into they can do a super mode with this, and it gives them the same like transformation look every time. I prefer the idea of saying any bit of shit I can find lying around, like I can turn this like here it's a stick of dynamite now. Go back.
I think that is much more. I think it is much more along those lines. I believe it's got a bit of. God, what's the zombie thing? We take two items and convert them into.
Dead Rising.
Dead Rising, yeah, I think it's got a bit of that to it as well, from what I could see.
Yeah, even your man's use of the umbrella kind of demonstrated is like, what's an umbrella? How do you view this thing? And he's using it to like make bursts of wind and fly around. And obviously the bladed umbrella, like I can't remember the fucking kung fu movie I'm thinking of that had like a bladed umbrella.
Oh,
in it,
there was like
thing.
fucking like
there's a few of them going around.
I know the one you're thinking of. There was like a few years ago now, like called Shadows or something ethereal in that manner.
Yeah, I think you might have right. You might be thinking the same one as me, but like it shows like this guy's thing is umbrella engines one. So it's just like it even shows a few different demonstrations of how to fuck up these trash monsters with the umbrella, and I was just like, that's pretty cool. What are we going to do with other objects as well? And it's not just going to be big stick for hitting. It's going to be more interesting than that. I hope, anyway. Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. Then we got City of the Animation, episode 2, first segment, City South 11. Are these middle school footballers? Because they're talking about how when Sasago is on the
Yeah, because he plays at
team,
like a college
they're
level or
like a
something
college
like.
level, and when he's not on the team,
Mm.
they play like an elementary school level. The problem is Sasago's so prone to injury, so we just should act like a wall, so we can
Yeah,
get
we should just I protect him. That's much faster than trying to get better. Yeah, I agree with that strategy.
yes, and then we see him tripping on a mole and being taken to hospital.
Like he shows up to practice, trips on a mole, and has to be taken to hospital immediately. So it's like, yeah.
I like the zoom in on the mole. It's my favorite part of this
Hmm.
What did I do?
one. And then we
We're
get
not
the
going to
opening,
nationals, boys.
and I was like,
Hmm.
"Oh, this has kind of got a Busy World of Rich and Scary vibe to the opening
Yes,
animation."
Yes,
very
yeah.
much.
And I was like, "I should swap these themes."
The ending more so because it does like
Yeah, with that little scrolling.
the
Yeah,
little
for sure.
like one little kind of toy cars basically just going around the little city. It was great. A monkey and a skateboard. It's adorable.
Then we get Trio, where Niikura and Nagumo meet Wako at university. Like Wako's 20 and they're 18, so Niikura she didn't know who Wako was, but idolized this photo that she won a competition with.
Which he just
Yeah,
keeps racking them up. Just walking by, and fucking Nagumo is like dodging the delivery guy. Just like fucking sweet like backflip over it. You can't. Whoa! All right, first prize, here we come.
She was about to slam into the manga artist, wasn't it? Like in a standard anime thing, it was like, oh my god, but no, she does like a high jump over him, and it's like, oh, that's a nice one. Like that, I'll send that in the next day.
Yes, and her advice is just take lots of photos, and some of them will be good.
So she's inspired by your one who has the amazing athleticism, and the one with the amazing athleticism is latching onto the other one who was inspired by her when she was younger, and the other one is inspired by your one for taking the photos. Like, I want to make photos like you, and obviously your one is just like, I want to make loads of money from the photos. What? Give me 100,000, please. And he's like, I donate it all to charity. It's like, you fucking.
Okay,
like,
if I take a photo of you, then how do you like it, huh?
They're both just snapping pictures of each other. It's very stupid, and yes,
because in between all this happening, Wako has fallen in the river. Because she sees the pair of them, waves hi to introduce herself because they live in the same apartment block, takes a step off, not realizing it's going down another set of steps, and just rolls into the river.
She falls down like a roll of carpet got dropped.
Yes. Yeah. But she's fine. She recovers well from all these mishaps that she gets herself into. Yeah.
She reminds me a bit of like an adult Osaka from Azumanga Daioh, except we know what an adult Osaka from Azumanga Daioh is like now because she's appearing in a different comic.
Well, for a while it was like that one day from Paranoia Agent, but then I guess we had to dispel that myth as well.
Editorial Trio, where we meet all three of the editors of the local paper, and we learn that they decide the contents randomly.
On the horoscopes, anyway.
Yes.
Lucky item is miniskirt. Okay, miniskirt, chief. It's fine. Nobody reads these things. I mean, if they believe them, must be really stupid.
Nobody
what was it? Yeah, it's the thing of it. Like, no one believes the horoscopes, so it's okay for it to be pure fucking random chance.
But
like, and your man's like, why do we put it in if no one gives a fuck about them? It's just like, it's content, kid. Just get with the program.
Anyways, how you get now and the manuscript artist is he's the guy putting his file paper now. Well, I've been trying to break it to him and saying it's a 4-panel fucking comic. Like, how long can it possibly take? Let's get it in and get this guy out of here.
It has to be a summation of the whole fucking series, and when we get that little scroll of the entire series of what's it fucking called?
Mr.
Bummer Man. Mr. Bummer. Yes.
Horrible things that happen to this dude. But saying, well, we have a much more famous and more talented manga artist coming who's going to take our telephone and say, I'll get right on it, Chief. I'll get his ass in here.
Because he's like, I joined this newspaper because I followed his work. I've always fucking loved these comics. A more famous comic artist is going to do it. He's like, fuck yeah, I'll fucking fire him today. No problem, Chief. You got it.
Then we get instruction where from said local paper, Niikura has learnt an encouraging cheer. Which
How did he pick that on the random board? I don't understand how you would find that
they
face to
do
be
just seem to fill the local paper with absolute nonsense.
It seems like a fun paper, if a complete bullshit paper, but yeah.
Yeah, it's like
lifestyle
making
section. God, what are you gonna put in here? No one reads this today. Okay,
Yes.
we can go even weirder then if you like.
Yeah, it's like doing duck clips, sticking your tongue out, and make scrunching your hands up to your face.
Yeah. You tuck your tongue, you roll your tongue out, but like back in, tucking it in under your bottom lip while doing a duck face is, I think, how it's.
I think that's
open
what
mouth
it's
duck
supposed to be
face.
happening. It's hard to tell because they suddenly get far more details on their face doing this expression than they normally have. And they get a delivery, and they go and Niikura does it, and is
She answers
shamed.
it. She's like, "Oh, thanks for the package. I'll sign for it. Oh, by the way," makes the face at him, and it's like, "Oh God, that's fucking so embarrassing." And one's like, "No, I'll take the fall for you. Let me try." And she's like, "A delivery man," and he's like, "Okay." Turns back around. She makes the face back at him. Was like, "Okay, we need to bury ourselves as deep as
We
fucking
gotta leave
possible.
town. We gotta get out of this place.
We'll never live this down."
Nothing for us here anymore.
Yeah.
And they go and hide in a cupboard where they fall asleep, and then Niikura gets out of the cupboard and climbs in her bed. We already know from previously when they got up is that Nagumo does not have a bed in this. It's a single person apartment that two of them are living in.
I mean, like if two people fit in the wardrobe, that's a pretty big apartment. I
Well,
think.
the
Works for
the bedding storage bit is pretty comfy and
Yeah.
serene. I did try that when I stayed in Japanese in Japan once. Saying I'm gonna do this like Guru Yats, so I want to see what it's like in here. And someone said, "Oh, actually, this is quite comfy. I guess because there's so much bedding here, it's super soft and relaxing."
Yeah.
And then she starts thinking about how. At first, I wrote down how Niikura and Nagumo met, and then they never meet in this story because it is just Niikura
It's how
observing her from afar.
Yeah, it's how you not fell for her, but like it's essentially like got inspired by her to actually go down the path that you're in, but you never actually meet as people. Yeah,
it's probably about like it must be like a very exciting comic where like this like girl who seems to be this fucking layabout who can barely hold on a part-time
she's
job
in the Go
somehow
Home Club, I
defeated
think,
every club at school at their own games and sports.
And then moved
wow.
away to a different school, which is foreshadowing for the
presumably
next
to
segment.
defeat everyone there. Yeah,
Playing God, because then we get playing God is Matsuri and Eri, the Going Home Club. Their new game is playing God, and we got so obviously these are two friends who hang out all the time. Niikura and Nagumo now hang out, but they didn't at this point in their life.
they didn't meet. They didn't meet until college, presumably, from what we know so far. Yeah.
Yes,
Just two idiot teenagers just going around just trying to amuse themselves.
yes.
They are the funniest motherfuckers. I really enjoy their shit. I did enjoy, like, it was just a callback to their. It's like, I'm gonna cast Infinite Money. I'm gonna cast Anti-Infinite Money. And they're doing that at each other in the street at some points, and it's just like, okay, so we're gonna playing God. It's like, what's that? I was like, we gotta sneak into this temple first. It's like, it's a public space. It's like, we gotta sneak the fuck in, scout it out. All right, here's the plan. It's like. And it's like I was like, I'm falling asleep partway through the payment. The other one's like, I fucking love it. Like, I love everything about this.
Well, it's basically their plan is. Well, first of all, we get a bit where they make Eri the president of the Going Home Club, and then she doesn't know what a president does. But yes, their plan is they're going to overhear the people making prayers at the temple, and they're going to go out and make the prayers come true, except if it's too hard, at which point God will take a nap. And they hear the policeman who's like, I don't want anything bad to happen in this town. And they go, Eri? And Eri just goes,
that's a tricky one. I'm out.
Good choice, President. And then they go,
is that the same policeman that fell in love in the?
Yes, there's only one cop in this town.
Yeah, it's a small enough city. Yeah. You're right.
Yeah, and then at the end we get Eri gets home, and her mum's like, "You tell Matsuri that we're moving," and she's like, "Nope."
That's lingering threat, man. I don't like that because I was enjoying the shenanigans of these two dipshits, and then it's just like, oh no, gonna break up the team of the president and the vice president.
Well, maybe they can come back.
Yes,
because the manga artist can come back.
Yes, and Niikura and Nagumo came back together, even though they were never together in the first place. But yeah, so it's kind of mirroring their story earlier. And yeah, Path of Manga, the final Mr. Bummer, and oh no, hang on a second, we need some more Mr. Bummers. But he doesn't phrase it like that. He
The shot
makes
of
it.
the multiple 4-panel comics of Mr. Bummer, like episode 5, Crow, episode thing is like fucking monster on my back. Episode 1053, Crow again.
But
It's
on a
just
cliff
like-
this time.
He's like, can you come back and do your new strip? Because, but I haven't thought of my new strip. Well, how about Mr. Bummer 2? Which is what they want.
Sequel?
Yeah.
Yeah, because the editor at the newspaper, I fucking hate that guy, man. Because he's just like, oh, the artist like injured themselves, so it's like you got to get your man to come back and do a thing. He's like, but I already fucking laid him off. Like it was the final strip. It really summed up the whole series. His house blows up, but he's happy because he lives alone. So no one got injured.
Well, you know, you gotta look at the bright side of things. You know, this world is a real bummer, man. But
Perfect
then-
encapsulation. Yeah.
And
Story
then
of our lives, yeah.
don't stop it during the credits, because after the credits is the funniest sketch this week, which is conflict
Yeah, just
Niikura
really fucking weird. Like,
versus Niikura.
It's all like, you know, geez, it's like, you know, it's like a lot of like translation credits on this or what happened.
Yeah, so Niikura spies a 500 yen coin and is like, shall I take it? Shall I keep it for myself or turn it into the police box? And then a demon
It's right
appears.
outside the police box as
Yes.
well. Like it's like outside the step of the police box.
And a demon appears, trying to encourage her to take it. And then she wants an angel to like counteract this, but instead she just gets more and more demons, including one which is like what's it? It's like a lion man riding.
It looks like it's from the Lesser Key of Solomon, all right.
Yeah.
It would
Yeah,
be like a
it's-
demon
it's
you
a
were conjured
specific
up
one.
to give you success in business and
like-
turn lead into gold or some shit.
Like I love the fact that it comes like each one comes back. It's like, oh, here comes the angel one. Like it rises down from the thing. It's another fucking demon.
It's like
It's just-
fucking like you know, fucking Astaroth, like 11th Duke of Hell.
Yeah. So when the lion riding a bear dressed as a king shows up, it's like, are you some kind of European demon? It's like, I am Beelzebub. You know, it's just like, why the
Yeah.
fuck do you sound like that? It's just like, take the money and take over the world. It's just like, you fucking demons are all stupid as shit. And then a cuttlefish comes and it's like, I guess I get a cuttlefish angel. It's like, no, I'm the cuttlefish devil. And it's just like, motherfucker.
You are taking too small, you know. It's all the media vacation. You gotta, like, you know, think about this wisely, but I'm gonna spit you the spoil and take over the world.
And then by which point the person who the coin belongs to has come along and picked it up and taken it home. And then the angel shows up and gets yelled at for showing up so late.
It's very good. Yeah.
It is. I assume the actress is doing the voices for all the demons,
I would presume so.
because I don't think you choose that cuttlefish voice unless you were running out of voices you could do.
Yeah, you need to do a distinct voice for each one. It's like, I've only got that many. It's like, well, we're going to keep adding demons till you fucking run out of voices. So
Because it's like the European demon is like very high pitched, and then the cuttlefish is very wheezy.
yeah.
It is a fun time. There's nothing as big this episode that made me laugh as the noodles. But then we didn't have anything. We had the briefest check-in on the dad at the restaurant.
The family restaurant. Yeah.
I think he just yells in a cutaway at one point.
Just trying to do the face of it, but say nothing at all. It's like, no, not
Doesn't he turn two-dimensional in this one?
Oh, actually, yeah. That's it. But he's doing not hitting me at all, and it's like,
Yeah.
There's a lot of those, like, you know, and that's also where the strength is, because I guess there were the kind of short little sketches essentially. It's just like we're just like sell some reaction. We go super cartoony with it, and just like they'll start this puncture and then the flash. They will like nearly break out of the fucking panel, break out of the screen and things, you know. Yeah. More of that to come.
There was nothing as, like you say, like rib tickling, but like it's so many good jokes that you can't really. It can't outstay its welcome. Each one is a good time. Like, yeah.
Sakamoto Days, episode 12, Overload, in which everyone gets how dangerous they've been graded by the people setting the hitmen after them, or the serial killers after them. I think everybody but Lou is annoyed of our Sakamoto employees. Sakamoto's annoyed. Shin's annoyed that Lou is graded more dangerous
Higher.
than him.
I guess like she was head of a criminal syndicate at one point, but Shin has not been. So I guess
No.
like we gotta just like look at kind of the details and past history, man. It's nothing personal. Don't need to get too touchy about it.
Also, out of universe, she's so dangerous that she needed to be slightly written out of the comic for encouraging drinking ethanol among children.
Well,
So
she'll
Coming up soon.
I think she'll be doing that next episode. The ethanol bottle is in this episode.
yeah.
Sakamoto is training by getting Heisuke to shoot at him, which requires sending Shin and Lu to get some hardware,
Fix the walls that they broke.
fixtures and stuff to
Well, shut up.
take care of all these holes they've got. Where they run into a guy called Axe, one of the serial killers. No, he's Saw. He carries an axe. That's the thing I got confused about. He's not called Axe. He's called Saw. He carries an axe.
Yeah, you think he's going to pull out like a big saw or something and say, no, it's this. Maybe he's the one. He's I thinking like serial killer. He's just like taking it easy and he's just going to like enjoy like life outside of prison for a little bit, or the rest of them are just immediately on killing sprees.
Mm-hmm.
And he gets into a fight with the pair of them, which forces Shin to get his psychic abilities to power up, so that he's now got limited clairvoyance. Yes, he can see the future, but it takes a lot out of him. Which probably means next episode Lou's going to grab that ethanol bottle that Saw brought with him and take a little sip.
Yeah. It's like again, or for me in the comic, it was really getting into gear with like, okay, what location are they going to be fighting in next? Because it thought, that train was probably like, there was no one-off, no point. Nope, we're going to exploit every kind of like what people think of when they think of blank location, and it's all over factor as much as you want. So the hardware shop, there's lots of fun things in there. And he just see simple thing as opposed to it's going to like tie like a fucking rope onto the end of my axe here, so I can just like swing that around and just like be. I mean, it's a simple adjustment, and it gets so much out of it. Just fun destruction.
Besides, like, the good action stuff, it's the action set pieces, like where the action is set, is like a huge part of it. Yeah.
Yeah, it reminds me of, well, obviously beyond watching Hong Kong action movies, but the Hong Kong action movie RPG Feng Shui from the 90s. That you basically
location is important.
You'd write your adventures by just like think of 3 to 5 locations you're going to have in this thing, and then think of how you're going to get the characters from point A to point B between the locations.
Well, you smash them up.
Yeah, that's your session set up. You just you have to think of people to fight there, but quite often it just said like, just say the place and make it places that people are naturally familiar with, and then just let the players fill in the details with what they know such a location has, and let them come up with stuff, which is like, feels like how Sakamoto Days works and it's written, is like, pick a location, what are all the things you can do in said location.
Yeah, if it's a bit more sure of itself, just go back as like at this stage, because they probably made all this at once and then split it like this. That's the way it feels anyway. But I know if the opening is a bit like more lively, and it's a bit better job of selling what the thing is actually about. Kind of feel of it anyway.
Yeah, I like this opening more than the first.
And we get some more, I guess, a bit of the order, who was like, we've got to like go out and round up these serial killers, because like these are like unsanctioned killings are carried out. We got to like be across that, so you get to see some more of like you've seen Shishiba, you've seen Osaragi, you've seen Nagamo. Here are the other two, Hyo and the old lad.
Oh yeah, they're driving with them in this episode, aren't they? And the old lad wakes up and slices the top of the car off.
Top the car off, and then a few other things. Yeah.
I'm curious as to, because they get a lot of use out of him slicing up stuff, but I feel like that works really good with the way they use it as the cutting of the panels in the comic. So I'm like, is that going to translate as well to a lot of
probably not, because quite a lot of the time the things in the comic don't quite translate quite as well in this.
Yeah, they're doing they're doing that kind of thing more so in the opening, because like Sakamoto is like grabbing the titles and then like
Yes.
snap
Yeah,
them into
yeah,
them.
Whatever's on hand.
But it was
Mm,
fun
yeah.
because it's a fun story, and these are. I think they say, no, this is definitely where things start to pick up in terms of escalation.
Wild set pieces.
Yes.
Yeah.
So the one saying, oh boy, where are they going? Again, on the dartboard, they're going to fighting in. Yes, aquarium.
Yeah. Then we got Detectives These Days Are Crazy, Episode 3, Great Detective Asunaro and the ones who don't realize they're stalkers are the most dangerous, in which we have a current teen detective tries to join the team.
Hey, we already have a current teen detective on the team. Get the fuck out of here, kid. I'm the fucking assistant. What are you talking about?
This is like, it's like, fucking Nagamo thinking like, well, teen detective one time, I'm burned down. I'm a piece of shit. But it's just like, no, you're being too hard on yourself, man. You're just like, gotten quote unquote old and like, you're just like, a bit like grizzled like that. But you still got a heart of gold and you got a heart to up this. Here's a teen detective who is an absolute little bastard. He is a bit of a piece of shit, actually.
Yeah, and his initial game is he has these cutaways to himself where he's doing a monologue,
Funny.
but into his hat. He's not thinking. He's doing the monologue into his hand, and
He's
everyone
saying
else
it out
can
loud
hear
because
him.
everyone can hear it. Yeah. And it's the
But
idea that if anything is slightly different than he expects, he thinks it's some kind of conspiracy because everything's like a puzzle. He's in the office. It's like, how the fuck did you get in here? Are you a fucking criminal? And he's like, no. I just picked the lock because it was locked when I came in. It's like that's breaking in, dude. It's just like, but if I see a puzzle, so when they serve, it's like, funny. I've been here like 5 minutes and they haven't offered me coffee. It's like, oh yeah, here's your coffee. They're like, that's weird. I didn't specify I wanted it black, so normally they'd give me sugar and milk. And it's like for everything.
it's
He
just
won't
she's
shut-
just like fun. Oh, it's fun like no, I'll figure out I'm being passive aggressive if I can't dress it up in these fucking theatrics.
Yeah.
Unusual.
It's like, do you have milk and sugar? No, he has to act like a fucking asshole about it. But yeah, he's a funny guy because he's shown up to be man's assistant. Obviously, our girl is kind of like, he's got an assistant. Get fucked. But he's like,
friendly
obviously,
competition then.
but like before even the friendly competition, to sweeten the deal, he's like, obviously you don't have to pay me. I'm going to pay you for your tutelage, because I'm immensely wealthy from all the crimes that I've solved as a teen detective. And since your man he's in arrears on rent on the building, he's kind of like,
Let's get us a shot,
So they're going to have a good old detective off, and it's going to be the competition's been set by what's his name, Asunaro.
Yes, he's got his assistant because this is the second part of the game. The second part of the game with this character is that he has an assistant of his own who hates him.
She's been hired to work for him, but she fucking she's like, I am on the clock, so yes, I will do the job. Fuck you, I hate this job. But
right, the skills are puzzle solving, deduction, and stamina. So it's just like it's just really kind of rattling out through. So it's like, okay, first challenge here, you got you got this bunch of wires all jumbled together. You got try and untangle them. So how are you gonna do it? It's just like, okay, if I decide to do this way, fine. And she just like. Okay, we got a winner pose. That's not allowed for she goes. She untangled them. I'm sorry. It's like
the Gordian knot, man. It's classical.
It works in mythology. It works in this.
Yeah.
All right, deduction. Try and break this code. It's just like a bunch of lines. It's just like, I don't know, what is that? Is that even English? Is it Japanese? If I say, it's pi backwards to the calculator. It's like that. Fuck it. You win. Bad.
It is funny. Our main detective is just like sat to the sidelines. They do this outside, as he points out, for no fucking reason to really outside. But he's just sat with like a thing that says spectator or something on his chair. He's not allowed to interfere in any of this. He's not judging it. Yeah. He's just stuck between these two dipshits who have decided they're going to detective off. And the last bit is stamina, which you got to run around the block, get a stamp to make sure you hit every checkpoint, and
finish.
Yeah.
That's it. Time for Nagamo to get talking to the assistant here. If it's just like, Asunaro really looks up to you, and he saw you seeming this way, but stuff like that. But it's just like, well, sure, I might look this way, but that's because I do it all by myself, man. That would take it out of anybody. But Asunaro, he has somebody. He has you. You don't like him, but he has people who support him like that. So if anything, I'm envious of him. But I'm not worried because we're talking about competition of stamina here. Mashiro ain't gonna lose. And she's pulling all the stops at once, saying, okay, time to empty out the old, like, no, just some cargo here. So we see the whole content spit out. It's like a flat screen TV, and there's statues.
His initial reaction of was like, you're trying to lose weight to catch up with the last thing because you've taken off your jacket. As I see, that's not going to work. And he sees the more and more things she's taken out of her top, and he's like, what the fuck? What's happening right now? I'm like a real detective, and you're like a cartoon fucking rabbit or something. What's going on?
Yeah. Also, she has a flashback to Coach again at this point.
Yeah.
Where-
It's like, have I done a Coach? It's like, yeah, you did it, kid. So I can be a detective now. But that's right, you could be a detective. What's a detective? What's we talking about here?
He has not trained her to be a detective. He has trained
But
her with great
she won.
physicality, but
That's something. I think, you know, just like, you know, his face in the sky is just like, you know, I think it's just the same expression with this, like, detective. What the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah, and so she will remain the assistant, and then the final part, which is again, you can tell this is 3 chapters, even though it's 2 splits,
Yeah.
because the last part is the same space it would take up where there was 3 stories. Is they're trying to track down a stalker, and it turns out that Asunaro is the stalker, even though he's one of the people tracking the stalker.
Yeah, they're tracking a stalker because it's this guy, shady looking dude in a hoodie who's been following me fucking around. It's not like my usual stalkers, like the ladies who tear off all my clothes and the other ladies who put back on my clothes. I don't have to buy clothes. Like this, they're going through, and everyone's like, "Yeah, no, this is a regular occurrence. This is a daily thing." They're just like, "This is normal. This is normal." And it's a dude in a hoodie you're fucking worried about. All right, fair enough.
All right.
But they find the dude in the hoodie.
It's Nezu.
They lead him into an alley. I do like the thing. It was like, you're trapped, and the detective going like, "You know where you're gonna get past me, kid." This is like, he rolls his ankle. He's like, "Ah!" But yeah, it's our guy, and the reason he's doing it is because this dude was stalking our detective, and he's like, "I need to fucking look at what." And crowds of women tear all his clothes off. He's up to some weird shit. I'll tell you that. And they're like, "Oh yeah, he's right. He's the weird one. Our guy is normal. Our ex Yakuza guy is a perfectly normal character in
He's
comparison."
been a good fella. He's doing a solid and
Yeah.
watching out for, like, keeping suspicious characters away from the office.
Yeah.
Because he has been doing things like when he spots the woman in a car full of cat knickknacks, but her husband looks like a dog.
Suspicious.
Is he gonna be?
Yeah.
Why is he wearing jogging earphones when he's clearly not jogging? I think he's up to no good.
Yeah. Just the dumbest fucking shit to get hung up on. I do like his distraction of our main girl, where he's distracted. Was like, "Look, it's famous
Hammer thrower. Like.
Yeah, and he's like, "Oh my god, I'm a huge fan. Can we arm wrestle?" You know, that's his standard distraction for her. Like, because he knows her.
But
interests.
how would the stalker know that Masher would fall? Was an obvious ploy.
Yeah. It's a good bit. Like, we know which is the creepiest guy. It's the guy we just met at the first part of the episode. That guy. That's the weirdo.
Yeah, it's a fun cartoon. Yeah, I'm happy watching this every week. Then we got Hell Teacher, Hell Teacher Nube, episode 4, the Rokurokubi, where we learn that not all yokai are yokai, some are just psychic phenomena. You might just develop secondhand yokai-ness from living in an area with high spiritual power.
Yeah, and watching TV, like psychic scams at night, and thinking
Yes.
like, let's buy this like a coincidence. And getting true footage stuff. It's just like, because Mickey is all, if I get psychic powers, that means I can totally, like, you know, leave a school thing behind and become, like, you know, a famous, like, cute psychic girl. And I get to be in a film, and then I host an idol show, and then after a certain point, the powers don't come into it at all, really. But
yeah,
point is, money, fame, it's a whole lot.
Yes, because the key thing is she thinks she's developed clairvoyance, and that she's like that her friends don't know that she's observing them psychically. Well, what she's actually doing is growing a huge neck, and her head is going out the window. She's
in
observing
my dream,
them.
I saw the test answers in Nube's office, and they take the same questions. My dream has come true.
where everyone's like, then she comes back into school and goes, "Oh, they don't know I've been spying on them last night," and they're all just staring daggers at her because they've seen her head float by the window.
Vicky, we gotta talk about this. You've been doing some weird ass shit, like you saying no Hampton, and like Nube is like saying, "Don't worry, kids, I'll take care of her." It's like, oh my god, he's going to kill me, like all the other ghosts seen before. Everyone say it's like, oh teacher, don't kill her. It's like, she's actually your friend. She's everyone saying, you don't understand, kids. I gotta just take care of her. It's like, if only this Nube would just say up front, oh yeah, it's just like this. But he keeps like advancing on her, like reciting the oath, and then I got my hand out. I'm going to exercise you.
He's not making it clear. He seems very threatening. This is where he exposes his weird, freaky hand to most of the kids, and they're like, "Holy shit!" And the other kids know that he murders ghosts with that hand.
Yeah, the kids are going, "No, don't kill her. Like, she's our friend. You should go along and still her friend." And have you considered the possibility of having a friend real and actually go up and clean on the high places for us? And we could use her for like a jump rope and school and sports day. It's like, yeah, it's so good. It's like, hey, I think you guys are kind of losing the point here. Don't worry,
yeah, because even once they've figured it out and explained it, once they've explained it, then they start riding around on her neck in the gymnasium. And he's like, "No, get off that. It might evaporate when she wakes up." Because essentially it's like formed some sort of like ectoplasmic neck and head, and her actual head still where it is inside.
You have a lump where there's a lump where where her head would normally be, and then a neck extending from that with her head on the end. Is like, that's all like psychic apparition. Like, it kind of cuts open the lump on it. It's like, there's her regular head. She's asleep, but obviously there's her her sleeping mind moving as a big long neck.
It's the worst stand ever.
Yeah, yes. It's not great.
And dealing with this, he has just damaged the gym, and so he's going to have to pay for that as well.
Because he hasn't explained anything, and she got in a panic, and she was whipping around as a neck, and a bunch of the gym is damaged, and he's like, "Great, that's coming out of my paycheck. Fantastic. I shouldn't have taken this job."
A teacher Miss Mitsuko that's like, definitely hates him even more. He's following up left and right with her. He ain't never gonna happen. Nube.
Yeah, it's like, she's afraid of ghosts. Why is your approach always to do something spooky with her?
Because that's what he knows best. It's like, if I take her to the restaurant where zombies are the waiters, it's like, they know me there. They'll give me the best fucking deals. It'll be sweet. It's like, but she doesn't like zombies, dude. What is wrong? It's just all he knows.
Like, anybody would be freaked out by seeing really kind of long necked girl. I think it's doubly effective because it's just like, it's still the cutie anime girl at the end of it. It's just like it's just floating around, and it's just this weird. And then there was like lots of it, just like she's like entangled the entire room of phone saying, "Oh, it's just like it's all neck." It's very odd. Could be cute, like a baby giraffe, let's give her a chance.
Yeah, it reminded me of like in the 80s. I didn't have them, but friends at school had them, like things out of the book clubs of like books of the unknown, and there'd be photos of people supposedly expelling ectoplasm out their heads.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, yeah, that's what this felt like it reminded me of, and possibly was part of the influence, because I'm sure it is influenced by that sort of 70s, 80s boom in the world of the unknown and unexplained.
Yeah.
Talking of Moo, me and the Alien Moo Moo, episode 15, Moo Moo and photosynthesis, in which Moo Moo is using less and less caring, hiding that he can talk. I think in both segments, he has to be shut up.
Like,
the first segment, someone
he's talking
hears
to the
something,
girl, and then when he has to ask a question, he asks it psychically out loud, and it's like, people turn around and like, did that fucking cat just talk? And it's just like,
yeah. So then she has to repeat it, and then the second part, she's having to gag him.
Even though it's psychic, you can't see the cat's mouth moving, so
gagging while he's writing with a pen and a notepad.
He's taking notes for all this this knowledge that he's earned. So anyway, a weed dispensary has been caught by the cops and run out of the fucking college campus. So
is that the second part?
Opening.
Is that the opening?
Second part. The first part is this evil bastard who's worried for his child's future being destroyed by climate change. He won't turn on the fucking air conditioning. He's the absolute bastard.
It's really funny how they present that kind of shit, because it's the idea of like, now that he has a kid, he's concerned with preserving the environment so there's a future for his kids to live in. Because it's like, sir, can we turn on the AC? It's like, for the future, fucking die to the students. And it's just, but also because these classes we cannot fucking pay attention because it's too fucking hot. We have to retake them, and he just gets paid again. So he's like, "I'm raking in the money. This is going to my kids' college fund." It's just, and it's very funny how bastardly evil he's being, but also like in a kind way about his kid and the environment.
Yeah, but
Good
it
shit.
also like gets a dig on of like at like a particular architectural style of university
Yes.
where they make it all glass and didn't think that it's going to turn it into a greenhouse at certain times a year.
Mm, mm.
But the best thing about this part is how it starts to make the school politics a mirror of what happened on Moo
Yeah.
Moo's home planet.
As equally fucking stupid, basically. Yeah. And in organizational and I guess escalation of the arms race with regards to the different kinds of cooling systems that they keep bringing into class. Yeah.
Yeah, and the idea that
Um,
there's a resistance fighting against
A regime.
the regime. Oh,
yeah.
which we do get an interesting flashback of like seeing that black cat in two different faces.
Yes.
Yeah, Mumu's getting like Vietnam flashbacks here. He was remembering
throughout
like
the
the
episode, yeah,
killing
yeah.
fields back on the cat planet.
Yeah, because there's the friendly version where it's wearing the glasses, and we also see it without wearing the glasses where it looks less friendly, which is in the opening as well, where that cat has got a very
Its
long
long
tail
tail
shaped
is in
like an
power.
on-off switch. Yeah,
Yeah, the power switch.
great bit of layout on that.
Really nice. But yeah, they go to our guy with the fixing of humanity, the repair fucking
The
club.
president, yeah, he gives them all these
Because
solutions.
it's like, you're part of the resistance. You fucked with the AC thing, and it's like, yeah, I mean, like you just open the panel and switch that back, and it's like, no, they covered it in glue, so you can't open it anymore. He's like, just stuff a bunch of heat packs in there, man. Like that'll fucking do it. And it's like, no, you can't do that anymore. And he's like, and he keeps giving them news like, well, you could try this kind of cooler, and it's like, but that shoots hot air out the back, so the guy sitting on the other side of it is like not fucking happy about it. You can all try these things, and each one gets confiscated or doesn't fucking work out. And as is pointed out, is like the reason why the college is clamping down on electricity use, like for the AC, is because he's stealing a shitload of electricity. So he's part of the fucking problem. Essentially, he's not really the resistance. He's the reason why it's fucked up in the first place.
But he sees now how like the heat is drawing undue attention to herself.
Oh yeah.
The idol of the school, everyone likes, and like, she's like, oh, there's a bunch of guys perfect at the window because she's inside in the class and the air conditioners and turned on. She's getting all hot and sweaty, and again, like, she's like taking her jacket off. You can
It's like,
see,
whoa,
like, if you
she's
look
wearing
real
a sports
close.
bra. Whoa! And he's just like, I'm gonna use the automatic shutters, so you can't be looking at the girl I fancy. Now it's a war with the guy, and he's like,
well, it's not so much a war as I'm going to become the laughing salesman and teach you the error of your ways. Woo!
But I like the way he's presented, like in that weird elongated shadow, and he's like teleporting around, and also he has the clear hole in his fucking head that shows up in his shadow. It's like, don't do that thing, and it's like, so you later on they're asking, did you put a bomb in that fan that he was going to sell on the aftermarket that he confiscated from the class? It's like
lithium batteries. The lithium batteries, like, if you don't treat them right, they're prone to explode. It's like a bomb that humans are living just about contain. Dangerous these things are.
So he's not doing terrorist acts. That's just how batteries fucking go, especially in heat as well. That's the other thing. Yeah.
It's like, a cheap one, if you drop it, it might go off, and it might even like say "Don't" when it does explode. So that's you've been struck by karmic justice.
Then we get the news item about somebody growing cannabis in their apartment, just to make it clear that the following instructions to how to set up hydroponics students
for growing coriander.
For growing coriander, nothing else.
Nope.
I was actually like paying attention to this. I was like, this is way too advanced a setup for me, but I'm actually trying to grow coriander in my window. So I'm just like, it's not working out though. Loads of my fucking vegetables and fucking herbs die in the window. It's because there's no fucking sun in Ireland. That's the problem.
Needs wind as well. I needs actual air.
It does like a little bit of air. That's the other thing. But yeah. It's the idea that I guess the equipment for growing a shitload of weed in the underground part of the one part of the campus. There's one of the sketchiest so far looking parts of the campus.
The
Is like
engineering building. Ooh.
we couldn't grow it out the back of your thing, so we had to move it down here, and we had all these like halogen bulbs, or sorry, not halogen.
Fluorescent bulbs.
Yeah, the ones that kind of give off the
long ones.
shit that plants like to eat. But yeah, the initial thing of our kind of girl was like, oh no, she's been kidnapped by this creepy guy. Wait, that's the Rakugo guy. And then one shows up to kick his ass. Is like, oh, is there a sexual assault happening here? Not in my favorite place to make out. Get the fuck out of here, creepo. I was like, no, we're just trying to grow coriander because chicks like it.
Just... Gardening, eh? Well, I know a little bit about that, surprisingly.
She knows a lot about it because, again, of her family's like business of knowing the kind of tech of this and other kinds of things. Yeah.
Again, I know a bit of thing about hydroponics, know what kind of lights you need, know how to run the water through it, how to keep it like disease free, you know, just your general kind of setup there. And it'll be a great way to get people outside, because also be a food shortage at school. Now people are complaining, so if we could grow vegetables and other things like that, like faster. Also, chicks love coriander, so it'll be an easy sell to them. It's a health fad right now.
It's
I don't
trendy.
Really get it,
Yeah.
And
so she's like, the other thing that you guys are missing is optics. So she kind of like takes over and makes it look like it's a project that she's running, and has the high school, the college sweetheart like interview her about it. Is like, yes, we're growing food for the thing. And it's like, is it hard that she took over she stole your entire thunder? It's like, it's as long as it's getting done.
With it.
Yeah, as long as it's getting done, it's cool.
But, meanwhile, Nube figures out, hey, maybe we could use this to simulate the photosynthesis that we used to be able to do on a home planet. And while I'm thinking about this, I'll have a traumatic flashback about how I threw away my gun and picked up a wrench.
The cat who taught me how to science changed my life.
Well, change more than that, since Mumu in the flashbacks is in a pure white cat, but obviously is called Patchwork Mumu, and it's like something was done to Mumu.
We can rebuild it.
Yeah.
And then we see the final shot is the black cat now with a very long tail floating in space, observing the invading force, hiding behind the moon by the looks of things.
Yeah, because one of the things that we're talking about, we could set up a bunch of like UV lamps on the moon, and then everyone's got their own fucking little photosynthesis spot. There'd be no war. We wouldn't have to fight over the best spots. Everyone would have their own best spot. And it's like, can't be having that, I'm guessing, is the idea.
No, we must create scarcity to create conflict, to create vigor and turmoil.
And probably learn about like robot vacuum cleaners or something else as well. That kind of thing. That's the other important thing. We need to learn
Here's
about
how a gun works, Mumu. No home should be about one of these.
And then in the preview for next week, for some reason, your girl has got one of those Yu-Gi-Oh! Arm deck holding things.
Sam was doing a fucking dual disc.
Yeah. Those fucking things, yeah. I guess maybe we should learn how those work as well. They just flip out, but all right.
Was not expecting her to be the sort of person who played Yu-Gi-Oh! But you never know who's going to play Yu-Gi-Oh! Moving on to new Panty and Stocking we got about episode 2, Bitch Girls for Life and the Bodyguard. Garterbelt.
Again?
Yes, Garterbelt was immediately revealed to not be up to no good. He was just on the phone to the King of Hell, sorting out the situation with Scanty and D-Socks.
He's not working for Satan, he's working for God, but God and Satan have decided to collaborate on this situation because it's bad that demons are escaping for both sides, basically.
Yes.
We got to do the whole cartoon over again when I working together, or at least in competition with each other, because like you two, Scanty, you gotta get hell coins now, because I guess to go drop coins of any description. So you gotta like put it all together if you want to sort your lives out.
And they've got a report of a demon. Follow these directions. The directions are a load of turning when you reach a weed dispensary.
When you hit the weed shop, take the second left. Then when you hit the next weed shop, you take a right. Go straight past the weed shop. And it's just like...
Oh, you mean the weed district? Oh, yes, yeah, the weed district. Yeah, of course.
And it's a diner, and they come on the idea of, well, neither of our guns actually hurt humans, so why don't we just shoot everybody in the diner?
We don't know which of these guys is the demon, so if we just like shoot at everyone,
They
and
still
just
damage objects. Still,
they damage objects, but when you hear people getting shot, it's like, oh, my back's better, you know.
Yes, I believe this ties up a plot thread from the first series where Brief had gotten shot, and people wanted to know why it hadn't affected him. Well, it turns out it does not affect any humans.
It hurts, but then you're fine. So yeah, you're actually better than before you got shot, apparently. So,
and it becomes like an oil and water demon.
But that was the hint. Like they got one hint from heaven and one hint from hell. It's like water and oil. And I was like, you guys don't mix, is the thing. I was like, no, it's a water and oil demon.
A chip pan fryer. Let's throw some water on that.
Yes.
What's with the promise you made?
Yeah.
Yes, because Brief happens to be working at this diner. He won't be after this because they've blown it up.
Well, they set fire to it for one with a chip fire. Yeah.
Yeah, they kill the demon, get the coins.
They only get one coin each for this whole fucking mess. Is the other funny thing.
It's kind of to re-establish the premise and give us the combined transformation sequence of all four of the women. Because it plays like a mix of both of their transformation songs. That's fine. And then we get the body card, which may be the best segment of panty stocking they've ever made, in my books. In which Panty has taken the blame for the destruction of episode 1. And
because she was a giant woman with her vajingo out, whereas the other one was transformed into a demon, so she's not getting the blame at all.
She's not been seen since.
So there's a lot of people protesting at the church, going like, what, like, pay our bill or something. They got a terrible chant, bitch, pay our bill or something. Yeah
3 million she owes, so she's going to get a job at a comic book shop, sure to earn the money right back. But then this kid who's coming to the comic shop, once he finally gets in through the door,
I'm Guy Jin.
Super Guy Jin.
One of your visitors. I am Otaku.
He spills all the contents of his bag on the floor, and we see that he's got a very rare, what's it called?
It's Blue Eyes White Uncle.
No, I know what that is.
In the world.
I couldn't remember what the game was called.
It's Magic the Uncle or something like that.
Uncle the Gathering or something like that. It's
all uncles.
The front of the card is like, you know, that's have a Yu-Gi-Oh card, and the back of the card has the very brown,
Magic the Gathering
the brown with like the font, and it's like,
yeah.
It's all card games at any one time.
Yeah. I mean, the life points thing looks very Yu-Gi-Oh to me in the setup as well. So yeah.
Magic the Angry Uncle is what it's called.
Magic the Angry Uncle, because it's all about mostly angry uncles. Is every card is the theme. But that is the rarest uncle in the world. They only made X amount of them. They stopped printing because it was so fucking OP that you couldn't get it. So Panty's like, oh, it's worth a lot of fucking money, but unfortunately,
it's exactly the amount you owe in damage and payments.
Conveniently. But he's already been challenged by a mysterious stranger in a hooded robe in the back of the comic shop, so they have to duel, and whoever wins gets the fucking card. Mysterious stranger got the card. You're gonna have to play him, Panty.
Oh no, it's the embodiment of all of the fucking, like, the shitty cards that get discarded, you know, the negativity that goes along with them is coming back to haunt you. Ooh.
It's like the guy's like a giant hand, right? So
yes, he is.
He's cut down the middle.
What he is he's a demon formed by all the Uncle Knight of Poop cards which were flushed down the toilet because they were so terrible.
It's a bad card, yeah.
Yes, and so Panty's got to fight against him. He's now got the ultimate card, and she draws the Uncle Knight of Poop. But luckily, then she believes in the heart of the cards and pulls out the Black Dildatus card.
It's
When I
covered in
quit with the
dildos.
black knight of
It must be great in
Uncle
her
Knight of Poop.
estimation.
Yes.
Yeah.
Which can combine with the Uncle Knight of Poop to create the all-in Uncle Gamble Soldier, which allows you to roll a 1d100, and if you roll a 100, then you get like a massive boost of power. Because all the combination is takes Uncle Knight of Poop 0 power to 1 power.
It was 0.2 up to goes up to 1.
0.2.
Yeah, it was less than 1 power. But even then, it's like she needs to roll the maximum level to defeat this
Yes.
ultimate fucking card, and it's like, but you'd have to use like no human has that kind of luck.
It
and
is
she's like
a top decking, is that card you need, to set off the unlucky combination. Which they would then try and remember that one card you could use it's only good for this one situation, that one episode. You can now get a version of that in the deck that you're never gonna fucking use.
it's junk. But she has the look of an angel, so obviously it's gonna fucking roll on 100 and turn him into your ultimate fuck you.
Yes.
Yeah.
He's defeated by himself, essentially, as he realizes the irony that he should have believed in himself more.
I'm literally mad of that shitty card. I should have
Yes.
known I was going to lose to it. I should have believed in myself. Yeah.
But oh no, she's got the card, but it's dropped in price because they've just decided to reprint it. So instead, she'll have to get the money by selling Brief a pair of her panties. Because this is another forgotten plot point: is that Brief comes from a super rich family that he just refuses to spend any of the family's money.
The other I liked as a background detail that she came here because she owes a bunch of money, whereas which of the demon girls comes there? It's just a regular job.
Nisox comes in.
Nisox comes in, and it's just like she's cool. It's just like, yeah, it's just a day job. I don't really think much of it. The manager knows her. Everything's cool. Like, this is a woman who can hold down a job, as opposed to the other, like Panty, who can, like, it's just a clusterfuck, like messing up everything in the back of the shop.
As immediately as she gets the money, she then goes and spends it on something else, and not on the money that everybody thinks she owes.
Not on the old money. She goes on a shopping spree.
Yeah, she buys the fashion brand that wouldn't let her in.
Fashion.
Yes, she buys Christian Dildio, Dildior. That's it.
Dildior.
Yes, that's how
there
they
you got him.
cram that fun into that. Now, as the plot, the reason why I think it's the best episode is just how disgusting it gets.
Oh, I see what you're saying about the crassness and about how like all the poop jokes and shit is like, oh, Dwayne's not going to be into that, but you fucking disguise it as Yu-Gi-Oh, and I'm just like,
yes,
all right,
disguise it
now
as
I get all
a Magic
these
the
puns,
Gathering
so...
reference combined with a Gurren Lagann reference combined with a joke that feels incredibly Johnny Ryan like Johnny Ryan makes cartoons now and they don't have jokes as close to what feels like a Johnny Ryan joke as is here.
Yeah. I like the little touch of like Panty is always like holding her hand of cards with the middle finger like that. It's always out. It's just like
yeah.
And there's loads of poses.
Never drops her guard.
Poses plucked straight out of multiple different Yu-Gi-Oh series as well. Yeah, I just had a grand old time with this. And it's a fun animation, and they give Panty a nice costume to wear as well. She's wearing like street clothes rather than her usual standard design costume.
I couldn't have fun with that. Yeah, dress them up because you can get so many more Nendoroids out in that way.
That's true, and also I shouldn't be surprised at just how much of both. It's both the good thing about Panty's Stocking is it creates both fan art of the show, but then it also creates people going, "I'm going to draw my favorite characters." In the style of Panty and Stocking. It happened last time Panty and Stocking existed, and it's happening again now. And I was like, that's great. I do wonder how many people this is their parents' favourite anime that they're going to have to deal with that.
Oh no.
Yeah, probably.
Revival of old shit. Well, kids, back in my day, this is how you did a penis joke.
Yeah, because like I was saying, this was like someone trying to make a crass version of like Cartoon Network early kind of stuff, and it's just like Cartoon Network isn't even fucking around anymore, and then this is still coming.
Yeah,
but, yeah.
You can't even say it's in the style of that and say no. Teenage Room in the style of Panty and Stocking now. It's like come around again. I feel like no, isn't to say that's an inspiration. I'm glad some of that's being carried on. when you come down to like, oh, it's kind of like crass and vulgar, but it still retains the spirit of it, and style of it. They kind of think like, didn't Gay Tartakovsky, a guy who's known he's got a particular kind of style out there, and it's like he's new for them. He gets to kind of really let loose, do all the dirty jokes, and
Yeah,
this doesn't feel like you at all, man. What's happening?
Maybe he watched Panty and Stocking, and he's
Maybe you
getting
should
inspired.
again multiple times. It's just like
So,
different approaches to being crass and vulgar.
I am interested in that film of his. There was one joke. No, it's probably the least crass joke in that trailer. Did get a guffaw out me of the when they're going to the seems to be some sort of sex club for dogs,
Dogs, yeah.
and it's the dominatrix dog was the one
It's a little
maybe.
like fucking a Shih Tzu or something. That goes. Whoop!
Yeah, it
Yeah.
just barking commands like sit, and all the guide dogs are obviously
Yeah.
like all really into it. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm curious to how that'll turn out. I was I think combined with Panty and Stocking, I was like, okay, this is probably the right time to release that while people are feeling ribald about this sort of comedy. I'm interested to see. And I guess there's
no, it's also from a trader, so like you're probably seeing this all as like in a fun strange order.
Yeah.
I did revisit because it's been co-written with John Vitti, and I did, which prompted me. I was like, I know he wrote various Simpsons episodes. Like, what else did he do? Oh, yeah, he did
King
the
of the
whole
Hill.
King of the Hill. So I revisited that one, which got his name in the title, the one where Hank gets attacked by a dolphin. And I was like, oh, this is where I should have started my rewatches in season 3, not season 1, because the tone I remember King of the Hill being is what I'm seeing in the season 3 episodes, not what's in season 1 episodes. So I was like, okay, why is that? And I was like, oh, Mike Judge was no longer one of the showrunners on season 3. I was like, I think he's where the mean-spiritedness comes from when he was in charge of the first 2 seasons. Apparently, I should stop at season 8.
Yeah, there is.
I think it switches to digital on season 9, and there's like a massive turnover of writers to the point where continuity starts going out the window.
Yeah, stuff keeps like layering on top of each other, and like even in a lot of ways, it's like, didn't they just do this with this character fun thing? Yeah, but it's for a different reason that they're like this way or have this or this kind of problem. It's just like
They've like resent, and they need to do that plot. Yeah, okay.
I feel that they do it multiple times with Bill, where I think he goes through the same sort of like, he gets a new job or joins a new club, but it does like, a similar thing that keeps happening to him over and over again. And then like, Dale was already very broad, but then it's like, it gets just like kind of like too off the wall bizarre with him. And it kind of forgets that actually Dale is also like a real sweetie. He loves his wife and he loves his son. He's very caring to them. He's a weirdo, but he loves them, and they kind of forget that, and it just keep him like, oh, he's a wacky weirdo. He's annoying everybody. A bit too much of that. But that's neither here nor there. We'll see how that reboot comes out.
Yes, that's a different showrunner again. So it is not. It's neither. I think while Judge and Daniels are involved, they are not the showrunners on that new season. It's the guy who did the new Wonder Years. Dr. Stone, Science Future episode 14, Earth Race, much less ribald than Panty and Stocking. My notes here read, Chelsea Child is easier to take on the page.
I had not the opposite fucking reaction. It's weird the way this is less crass and like dirty than Panty and Stocking when like this woman shows up wearing only a pumpkin, essentially.
Yes.
It's like, you see, like, she's kind of like a very, like, she's kind of like a cute little monkey. I mean, she's very cute, but in this she's just like very much like, she's like, because she can't see, so you scrunch her face. It's just like,
yeah.
I can't see. This is reverted to our primal state.
And so Suika recognizes the ape likeness of not being able to see shit when you don't got your glasses. So yeah.
Yeah. Once she's returned to a human state, She is very perky and energetic.
Very Genki.
I really liked the voice actor in this, man. I liked the way she was constantly like modulating fucking tone. I did like I hate the use of the word unalived, but I thought that was an appropriate use of a word that she says she's nearly not a teen anymore. So I guess a former teenager would tend to use.
She's barely a teenager, is how she describes it, and I think
that's it. Yeah. So she's nearly 20 is basically what she's
she's
saying.
18 or 19 is what the author
yeah.
said in one of the Q&As in the manga. So
because
I don't know.
Since she went under and now she's back out, a few years have passed or whatever, or a year or two. I can't remember exactly how it went, something like that. But just the idea of her saying, I didn't want to get unalived, and I was like, but that is appropriate to your age level of what you would fucking say, and also the kind of the high energy fucking teenager tone that she's fucking going for.
It is. I don't know whether that is what she's saying in Japanese or whether that's a translation choice.
No. It's definitely she's saying some other kind of slang, but like I was you're adding English slang to the.
It just feels that that little bit does feel like a lid, because the other big part of her, which comes more in towards the end, is that she's blunt, and that comes across clearer on the page without the super chipmunky performance.
Okay.
Which is why I talk about her being easy to take on the page. She's a little too much of a chipmunk for me in this performance.
They still give it a contrast though, as one saying, okay, geographer Chelsea, like, if we were like, trying to find a closer route to get this part of like of Brazil or South America, where did you go? And she's got her little like, let me see right here. And kind of like with Senku, kind of like with Zeno, she's got her own little like hand gesture, like, when she's like, getting really down doing some thinking.
Yes, because her ability is she's the genius geographer. She assumed that when she woke up later than everybody else that, of course, they'd gone south, so she just went south. She couldn't see the sign because she hadn't got any glasses indicating that they'd gone north, and just carried on heading south until she had to build a house in a giant pumpkin.
But yeah, they're still on the run from Stanley, and the problem is, like, their ship is small and we can keep up as long as we keep stopping for wood so we can make it into charcoal, because that's what this thing burns. He's in an aircraft carrier that we made, and it's filled with like liquid fuel, and shit, he's definitely going to catch up on us. So it's a good thing they came across someone who knows geography pretty good in Chelsea.
Yes.
Initially thinking it was a ghost because of hell appearing in the sky.
Because she tried to make a kite which said help, but she ran out of the material she was using to paint the words, so it just says hell.
Where can I spell it right without glasses like that many times? So.
And then later in the episode, to help them get away, they use that as part of their sail to make their boat go faster, so it's outside of the radar range of the.
We get a Ukio's like opposite number as his radar operator, who is like a radar scar on his face kind of thing. Yeah. So finally, our normal boy has an opponent to defeat, but he doesn't even get to do much because they just sail. They make a sail, or they make a
bit
kite,
faster. The plan is get some rubber, build some motorcycles, and we'll
drive over the Andes and then get to the top of the Amazon and like sail our way down, because that's where we're going anyway.
Yeah, so we don't have to go down to the bottom and then around, which is what you'd have to do otherwise.
And I don't think they say in this one that, like, obviously they can't take the canal because that would have caved in or.
No, I think I think that'll be in next week's episode.
Okay, I guess they're still probably in Mexico or something then. Like they're still, they're not quite. South
they're
America
coming down. They're coming down Central America. They're just like off the north coast of Brazil.
Okay.
According to the evil radar operator.
Yes. Oh yeah. You're right. Yeah, he does.
It's not even that evil. It's just this looks very sinister. It's not his fault.
Yeah.
Zeno tries to ask Chelsea if she wants to join his side, but no, she's already decided she's gonna join the good guy's side.
These guys seem crazy, and they gave me a pair of glasses, so I got to go with the wild plans over here.
Yeah, probably go with the people who are all about her age, plus the very old man who loves to build things.
Youngest
Also, like despite the fact that she said her and Zeno are besties because she once saw him from across the party that they were at when the world fucking ended. He's been pretty mean to her, and these guys have been pretty cool. So yeah, she's flipped from being an American to being on these guys' side. Yeah, why not?
don't
Yeah, I
worry.
think the bluntness
Yeah.
thing comes across as like, of like Japanese people being amazed at how Americans would just come out and say the thing they're thinking.
Yeah, yeah.
Though really, I think it is only her. I don't think any of the other American characters are actually like that, because there's a lot of people with lots of inner monologues on the American side as well.
Hmm.
Like Luna.
Yes, like Luna and her
Through
two
everything she can to
admirers.
not be her.
Yeah.
Well, Luna's American, but also extremely self-conscious.
Yeah.
Yeah, slightly different.
Yeah, fun stuff. Even though I was like, oh yeah, that's a little different to how I imagined her. Doesn't happen too often, but it's always a surprise when it does. Dan to Dan, episode 15. You won't get away with this, in which the worm is defeated and the town is doomed.
That's not how it's supposed to go. There's only thing keeping that volcano plugged up, apparently.
The fight between soccer and squats is fantastic, as I knew it would be, but I was glad to see it happen.
Yeah, it's
our
once
two boys.
Yeah, because it's like the football of souls gets turned into like a little house of souls to trap Ocarun
It's
in.
like, you've nowhere to fucking run now, and Ocarun's like, yes, now to use the squats I've been practicing. He counts to 20 like multiple
1, 2, 3,
times.
4, 5, 6.
Yeah, really fucking cool shit. Like, kicks him out of his own house that he made.
He's getting his like fucking real like attitude moment. There's 3 things that you fucking did. Like, first of all, you fucking threatened mum. Second of all, you fucking took over my friend, and third of all, you got me angry.
Yeah.
But it makes sense because he's always grumpier in this form. Anyway.
Yeah.
That's like, it's not down. It's like, while he's still flying through the air and better than the wall, is just like, the tickets crumpling around and saying, yeah, just like put like the Stratospheric music over this, and it's just totally Jotaro. He's even going like yada yada.
Yeah, and instead of you're just counting to 20 multiple times very quickly. But again, like, and I like that he gets that badass moment, that cool action guy moment, and then he gets the moment with Granny, who is trapped in the stickiness at the bottom of the pile of houses, and it's like, don't worry, Granny, I'll save you. And Granny's like moved to tears. It's like, oh, thank God, I thought I was gonna fucking live the rest of my miserable life as a cat stuck to the bottom of this pile of houses. And like, it's like, don't fucking fall in. And he's like, I'm stop fucking distracting me. I'm gonna fucking fall in, and then we'll both be stuck. And it's like, get me fucking out of here! Don't fucking fall in. He falls in, and then and she's like, son of a. It's very good. How frustrated she is. And again, it's that comedy is like the threat of the fight. The action of it is again properly like softened by a stupid little fucking cartoon cat just being a little shit.
Yeah, they launch Momo through the hole, and she sets the house on fire, so the fire brigade will come and put it out, which will then cause the worm to emerge, because she has a flashback to her and Gigi as kids and learning about how why
worm
earthworms come to the
suicide,
surface.
I think it is. Yeah.
Ever see a worm fry in the sun? Well, you're about to.
Yeah, the idea that they breathe through the skin, so they're forced to go up when there's water in the ground. Which, if you just keep spraying water at the fucking house that's on fire, it's going to go down into the big hole that's in the house. So worm's going to have to come out. Because at the moment it's just hiding inside, the spraying poison into the pit.
Yeah, some of it disintegrates, and the Keto family emerge and start yelling at Momo, and she's like, she just freed you from inside the worm." It's like, oh, the volcano's going to erupt, which it does. They were right. It seems.
The other things worms do is that they loosen up the soil and keep us like kind of straight. So
yes,
we kind of needed that worm after all, for practical reasons. Someone's gotta get eaten. I'm sorry.
Like I did like the thing of like, you know, the cops trying to arrest her because it's just like, did you say this house fire? Yeah, that's not important. Spray it at the fucking
Because
adjunct part of the house.
the one cop who's in league. One of the cops is the one who's in
Yeah.
league with the family.
With the family, yeah. But also like them running away when the volcano explodes and the worm trying to hide behind. When the worm comes out, everyone fucking runs away. The worm trying to hide behind the house and her punching it down with a fucking truck with her fucking extendo arm things. I was like,
It's also like a nice symbolic thing because this house has been nothing but bad voodoo
Yes.
for anybody who's lived in it, especially my friend
Yeah.
Gigi and his parents. So I'm not gonna sooner it's wiped off the face of this earth the best. Same with you fucking worm.
Yeah, I was like, how did this wrap up? I was like, and then I remembered. I was like, okay, I'm looking forward to seeing that because next week because it's a weird way it wraps up, but it's a fun way, and it kind of also the way this wraps up kind of feels like how the series progresses from this point out. But we can talk about that more next week.
Yeah, so like we've mostly resolved this. I mean, kind of like
we've resolved it enough to leave. Is basically the thing. Yeah.
Well, yeah, there's a little bit more to do. As we shall see next week. That's it for this week. Didn't watch Kaiju number 9. I watched
yeah.
I watched episode 1 of Bullet, but I didn't think it was worth recommending to anybody for them to watch. The opening's worth watching if you can find that somewhere, or if you got Disney Plus, just watch the opening.
I'm at my limit now. I can't put anything else in.
Like I wouldn't mind watching Kaiju number 8, but like the last issue was this week actually, just gone. So I was kind of like, yeah, no, it's a good thing. Maybe it'll be one to come back to later on. There's a lot.
Yeah,
there's a lot.
I'm going to fit my Melody and Kuromi in because I think they're only 30-minute episodes for a start. But that will be my limit. That my belly will be full at that point. Also, I suspect there'll be things I won't get watched this week because it's always easier for me to fit things in when we've recorded on Tuesday and the next one's on Wednesday. When we record on Wednesday and the next one's on Tuesday, that always is a little bit harder to fit things in.
Better get cracking then.
I better. As soon as we're finished, I've got to catch up on everything that's already out.
Right.
Better get down that grooming bay. We're watching Harry Hill. Right, that's everything for this week. We will end it there. I'm worried that I've been occasionally a little too high in the mix with this cough. Ta-ra for now. Bye-bye.
Pray for us.